and stuff.
Nothing.
Hell, let's just assume that my character is pretty
Let's just
pissed off about you guys smashing the eggs.
Anyone who would have
nothing
tried to
good.
carry an egg out of there would have had to make a dex check for every single step, and the first one that failed would have dropped the egg and cracked it.
We did discuss it for
Fair
a
enough.
long time and decided it was the best course of action.
Nothing good comes out of black dragons or black dragon eggs.
That's racist.
Well, it's
Well,
true.
Wow.
Just because they're
There's
black
statistics
For you
dragons.
to
for a
throw out
reason,
your
alright?
worldviews at everyone else. Shit.
God, man.
Just over here.
Not saying that we disagree or anything. but-
BDLM. Black Dragon Lives Matter. Alright.
Jesus.
Wow.
Can't
Just
believe it.
astounding.
I'm shocked at how much I keep up the level of conversation in these games week on week. Alright, so what do you guys do as you wake up in the morning after your long rest?
I think weren't we gonna head to that town that the monk went to and let him know what's going on?
Yeah, I think so.
The town of
Were we?
Elturel?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
really far away, but yeah.
It is quite far away.
We should have rode those dragons.
What dragons? The ones that were in
Next
eggs?
time. No, the young ones. Next time, guys. Next time we see some young drakes, let's
They
just.
can't fly.
No, but we
My
could
plan
go-
was to make them pets, but you guys were all like, nope.
Well,
Okay,
I mean,
next time, Kevin. Next time.
hey, Wormy, didn't you like lure one over and then stick it in the neck with a spear?
Yeah, you were extra super violent.
Yeah, you kind of murdered the shit out of that drake.
Yeah, but at least it had some hope that it was going to live before it died.
I was trying to tame it by, stabbing it into its brain.
That
Listen,
is really dark.
Implanting my will via sword tip.
I'll
Wow.
be
Stop
gentler
bonding, guys.
next time. I'll
Wormy
be gentler
put in
next
just
time.
the tip.
Okay, just the tip. Alright, so how you guys wanting to travel? Are you wanting to, if I join you to
Well, we
the
can't
Sword
buy
Coast map?
plane tickets. I mean,
Well, if you had bought plane tickets, they would have cost double because there's no one ways, it's all returns in this area.
So are we like right down at the bottom?
I will sync it. So the end of that black line, that is just under the E of Burdusk, that is basically where you are now. There's a road that travels along that black line, meets up to the main road from Greenest, and that would be your most direct, easy travel route. It would be faster to go down there and join up with the main road and travel at a quicker pace to Elturel, or you can try and go across grassy plains to Burdusk, or across a lot up north and try and get directly to Elturel. You will find yourself on the other side of the river from Elturel, and there's quite a large river.
Let's go check out Burdusk.
Yeah, maybe they have some riding dragons.
All right,
Some
so you
riding dragons.
want to go across the old grassy route?
Can we just like go along the road?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd rather take the
That's what I mean.
road.
Like, do you want to go cut across the grass, or do you want to go down to that road by Greenest and then go back up and stop in at Burdusk as you go?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that if everyone else is cool with it.
Yeah?
sure.
The DM has no
Sure, I guess.
objections.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh,
We
no.
could all die.
I reckon you should pick up a cart from the nearby town first, and then head to Burdusk because carts.
Let's go
Literally
pick up a
carry it?
card.
Pick it up and carry it
Yes,
again?
literally pick up a cart and carry it because that makes sense. All right, so you guys start heading
Did last time.
out of the camp, and you start making haste to, well, not making haste, making movement towards the main road between Greenest and the intersection. Goes either way, and you travel for most of the day uneventfully, and you find yourself on the road, the main road, and just as you sort of break off the dirty path, or the dirt path to the road, you see a 3-cart caravan travelling towards Greenest. So it's approaching from your left. And
In this 3-cart caravan, is there, like, how many people can we see?
you can see 2 people sitting on the first caravan, sort of with the reins of the horse, and someone sitting next to them with a crossbow, and you can't see the riders behind them on the other caravans, but you assume that there will be at least one driver and probably a guard on those ones as well.
Are they wearing robes? Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
Are they wearing robes?
No, they look like standard travelers. In fact, the guy with the crossbow you can see is wearing similar garbs to what you might find on a town guard, but no colours or patterns that you recognise as being from the town of Greenest.
Maybe we should get the lowdown from these guys.
Yeah, see if there's anything going on from where they're coming from.
Yeah, get someone who's good at role-playing, ask them what's going on.
Hey,
All right.
talkie bard guy.
All right, talkie bard guy. We'll go up to him.
All right, and you wave
And
down
we
the
roll
caravan. Yep, and they stop, and the guard addresses you and says, "Why do you stop us? What do you want?" And he sort of moves his crossbow slightly readied towards you.
Well, we're not interested in seeing if your crossbows work. But we are interested. What am I asking? Oh, what's going on around these parts?
Al Bard is role-playing an idiot really well.
So, what do you ask him in the end
Nope.
after talking about?
Oh, my mind stopped. What am I supposed to ask him? What's just going on around
You
these
tell
parts?
us.
Yeah, where have they come from? Have they seen
Yeah,
any
where-
sort of dragons going
Yeah,
on and
Have
stuff?
you guys seen any miscreants on your during your travels, or where are you headed? Where are you coming from?
They say, we're coming from the town of Burdusk, just back those ways a bit. We haven't had any trouble yet. And he stresses the word yet and moves his crossbow again. Says,
Oh, you'll have no trouble from us. We've caused plenty for people that deserve it, but you obviously don't. And where are you headed, may I ask?
headed to the town of Greenest with supplies and food. The township has been under attack, we understand, and word has gotten to us that they're in need of help. So we are sending through what we can.
You know,
You
I nod
guys.
severely. It's like, yes, me and my companions here were at the Greenest when it came under siege, and we did our best, but we are only 5 people.
And he nods
Did you
and
stop
goes,
and count?
Yeah, he turns back and goes, 1, 2, 3, 5 people, yeah.
I looked at the combat tracker.
Fair enough. So he nods and says, "No, it is good that there are still those who would help people in need, even when the odds are stacked against. But unless you have more reason to detain us, we will be on our way."
I have some news that might be interest to you and those in Greenest.
He goes, "What news? Of what?"
The invaders that struck Greenest are headed to a new location, and that location is the town that I forgot the name of, or the place I forgot the name of. What is it? El Jobin or some shit?
It's like Najara or something like that.
Oh, Najara, yeah.
Neritar?
Oh, there we go.
Neritar.
So you say they're headed to Neritar, and he looks at you with a sort of confused look on his face and goes, where is that?
I'm not
Somewhere
sure.
in these areas?
It's where they said they were heading.
Well, there's nothing I can do with that information. Perhaps you should get it to someone who's in charge.
Well, that's where we're headed now, but, we came from Greenest, so if you could tell what was he, like a mayor or something?
Governor? Governor
Yeah,
Not
the
Hill?
governor. Yeah, Governor Not Hill. This information, he might be with the news.
Okay. He promises to pass on the information to whoever he finds in charge at Greenest.
Spike,
Then, yes.
does Eleanor think these guys are on the level?
Roll an insight in the tower.
Okay,
Oh, you have
yeah.
the detect... Oh, wait, no, it's not detect evil.
No, it's like all rubbish and stuff now. Hang on, wait. Insight. Hang on.
So did I do a good RP, guys?
Yeah, you did a real good RP. My insight is -1, so we'll see how this goes.
Okay. Sure, it'll be 1 less than average.
Hey!
Hmm.
Uh,
Oh, I should have put in the tower, sorry.
So
Better than
you don't know what it is, but you're getting a bad vibe from the driver with the reins. He looks like he may be edgy to you. You sort of feel uneasy about the guy with
Look,
the reins.
all of us. Or...
Yes. Well, Paragon rolled twice. I'm going to take his first one.
Oh, well, I dropped the dice on accident, and I noticed it did like a sweet spin move.
Oh,
Thuck, everyone seems on the level.
See, interesting.
Okie dokie.
I've got my eye on you guys. Don't start anything in greenest. Yeah, and I do. That's what I say.
Okay. And the
That was
guard
subtle.
looks to you and he says, "What do you mean? You're the one that's stopping our caravan. I didn't see us accosting you."
Yeah, it's fair. That's fair.
He goes,
I'll see you
mind
guys
if we're
later.
on our way? And you see him sort of definitely gripping his crossbow all the more tighter for the third time.
Yeah, go. That's fine.
Hey, don't get me shot, Paladin. That's bullshit.
So
We color nouns have to stick together.
So he lets out a whistle and waves his arm over the back of the cart that he's sitting on, and the driver, shakes his reins and woo, hey, off we go, woohoo, whatever the noise he'd make is to get the
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah.
That's it. That's how you get horses
Wow.
to go.
I feel like I should be insulted right now, but that's just too hilarious to be mad.
Yep. So the caravan gets underway again, and within a few minutes, they are lost in a cloud of dust as they have moved on past you towards Greenest.
the dust of a cloud of dust.
They get lost in a cloud of dust. I said a dust of dust, but that didn't make sense, and I did correct myself. But thanks for pointing it
Dust of
out.
clouds.
It's not like I'm trying my goddamn hardest here.
Wow, this is your hardest?
No. Yes. I don't know. Is it? Yeah, I suppose. All right. Yep.
Wow.
Oh,
right.
We're gonna
okay.
go with yes. So what do you guys do from here?
I guess continue on. They said they didn't run into any trouble, so
Okay.
it didn't seem like they were bullshitting us, so...
All right. So you.
We have Moriel's 8 billion passive perception, just in case, so...
We really do.
So it's getting to around 4 p.m. at the moment, at this junction on the road. And how long are you gonna press forwards for?
I guess until, like, the sun starts being low in the horizon, we should start setting up camp, yeah?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. So another 2 to 3 hours, you press forward on the road, and you cross a few traders here and there, and a few carts going towards Greenest as well. No big caravans or anything, mostly just single carts. You pass enough traders that if anyone needs to buy anything from a standard shop, so everything you'll find in your equipment tab that is normal stuff.
Actually, I think
Bye.
I'm gonna pick up a
Alrighty.
I should have had one all along, I guess.
Should you?
Well, I could have had one all along.
Alright. So just
Where's my money?
grab one from the library.
Dollar?
Yeah,
Oh,
like-
wow, I'm rich.
Ooh, that's the point. I need to turn on the skeg so you guys can see it.
And I don't think we need anything else, yeah, guys?
Do I have any horses, like, anywhere in the town?
There's not many traders traveling the roads between Greenest and Burdusk with all of their horse stock available, so I'm probably going to say that no, you don't pass anyone that's willingly selling 5 horses.
What about one horse?
Wow.
You find several
know-
people who are riding horses.
You know the fucked up part about this? I was gonna suggest we pool our money and get Eleanor some plate mail, but fuck that.
Yeah, don't do that.
So just do any shopping you'd like to do. Grab your shield. Anyone else need to stock up on healing potions or anything?
Yeah, I guess. Like, get some healing potions and shit.
Yeah.
How do I buy stuff
yeah.
in the games?
So you just go to the player handbook.
Okay.
You go to the equipment button.
Uh-huh.
And then buy anything that you can see in the adventuring gear, armor, weapons, tools sections.
Waterborne vehicles? Cool.
Yes, does
Probably-
anyone have a boat?
Yeah, probably don't find anyone peddling boats on the side of the road.
No?
Here, a
Jet
rowboat for
skis?
all your travelling needs.
We should all get jet skis and just go up the coast.
Alright. Where's healing potions? Is it in adventuring gear or someplace else?
Adventuring gear. It's under potion of healing rather than healing potion.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Wow, 50 gold pieces.
Yep.
Jeez.
50 GP
Yeah.
a pop.
This is so cool. Look, it's got like stuff in it and stuff.
Yeah, okay. With them.
And if anyone wants to sell anything, or if the group has anything to sell, any loot
Oh.
they've come across, you can put it into the party sheet, and you may be able to haggle with vendors to get good value for it.
I have a string
Oh, yeah.
of pearls. Oh, wow, that's 300 jeeps. Get out, string of pearls.
Yeah, I guess I'll sell this shitty amulet.
Well, I think the amulets are worth more if we can find a collector, so... Unless
this
there's,
is
like,
This is
amulet
just
collector.
a regular amulet that's
Oh.
worth like 5 gold pieces.
Oh, all the things I have are worth, like, lots of money, so...
Yeah. Whatever.
So you're selling the wood amulet?
That's just been in the party
Yeah,
loot.
That's just
Oh,
sat
here,
there.
I'll just grab it.
Okay.
So, but the gold sapphire ring, polished precious stones, string of pearls.
Alright, so the first trader you come across and you buy the shield from says, because you bought a shield off him, he'll offer you 60% for the lot. 60% of their value.
60%.
60%.
There was much blood and tears shed to acquire these items in
He
the
says,
defense
Lots
of
of
greenest.
65%.
Make me roll my skills.
Do you want to roll your skills?
Yeah, I do.
Yep. Roll a persuasion. And what are you trying to persuade him to? What percentage do you want to push for?
65. I'll highball them to like 75.
Okay, roll a persuasion.
In the tower, does it not matter?
Doesn't matter. What the fuck? And you have a +7 in persuasion?
Oh
Jesus
yeah.
So
You should have sit in the tower.
he goes, I suppose 75 is fair. All right,
We're
I'll
taking the fight to the dragons. And
give
we
you
need
75 for the lot.
to turn these jewels and baubles into useful potions to keep our fighters on the front lines. And I slap Eleanor on the back.
Alright, Eleanor's really annoyed that he did that.
So
Right.
you get 1,000 gold worth of gold.
Damn.
It's not bad.
1,000 gold for the gold.
How much is plate mail? Like 1,200?
1,500.
18.
15. Holy
Is it 18?
shit.
I thought it was 18, yeah.
What armor do you have right now, Eleanor?
Let me check, hang on.
Splint is cheaper. It's like 500, I think.
Hang on. This game is so fucking hard, you guys.
She's currently wearing chainmail.
Chainmail?
Yeah, chainmail, that's it.
All right. Well, we could afford plate if we scraped a little bit more together for her, or we could easily get her splint.
Listen, don't worry about it. I'll scrape together the gold for some plate mail for later.
All right. Well, then let's
He
get you
does
splint
point out
at
that he
least.
has a fine set of splint armor, and for you today, he will sell it for 190 gold pieces.
Oh, what a deal!
Yeah, I should probably pick that up for her.
Yeah,
Sweet.
definitely.
That's splint mail, not plate. Just
Okay.
to be clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyone else need any upgrades or anything? See if I need any.
Yeah, I'm actually
Yeah,
not
I'm
sure.
good.
Studded leather, Dex.
So yeah, he will hold the offer of 10% off armors for anyone.
Wait,
who
so
wants
does
to
that
buy
mean I got 10% off my shield?
Yeah, sure. You can put 10% back.
Woo, 1 GP.
So it's the same guy that you subscribed to, so woohoo!
Yeah. Assure him that he's helping fight the good fight in his own way. Oops, I do not have 200,000 GP.
That would be nice.
It would be nice.
Yeah. So half plate for 675 instead of 750. It's quite good.
I'm still better off not wearing any armor.
Really? Just from all your decks?
Yep.
Yep.
Not
At
even
3
studded leather?
decks.
Nope.
So none of the light armors give you a benefit. The ones that don't reduce your AC.
I don't think he can add his con if he gets.
Oh right. Unarmored defense
think-
here.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
And-
pick up a breastplate. Oh, breastplates are fucking expensive. Never mind.
Can use a shield and still gain this effect. Ooh.
And I'd have to double check. I'm pretty sure since I'm a sorcerer, I probably shouldn't be putting on much, if any, armor.
Well, there's no arcane spell failure anymore. You just have to have proficiency for the armor.
Yep.
Proficiency or is it disadvantage?
No, proficiency or you can't cast spells.
Oh, full stop. Okay.
But it's like
That's what-
one drop into fighter and you can be a plate wearing.
Yeah, or a lot of people take like cleric or something.
You can do a drop into it, but
Not really worth it. Anyone need anything else?
So the
Buy
guy,
some-
the guy's getting ready to go. Is anyone buying anything?
Because we
is there any
there's
small
Yeah,
children in this caravan?
I can't think of anything that
Alright.
Vodnar would need.
I'm gonna
All
buy
right.
2 potions and just add it to the party loot.
Okay. So
I just
take,
spent 260 gold.
100
yes.
gold off the giving out this.
Yeah, well,
Like we got 4 healing potions.
Trying to
This.
Trying to see if there's any disadvantage to wearing medium armor.
Can't seem to
There you go.
drag. Oh,
Actually, I'm proficient in medium armor.
it's only 2 potions. I have 2 on my person, and I bought 2 more
okay.
for the party.
Alrighty.
I guess
Okay, I need
distribute
to
the rest
get
of
rid
the
of-
money.
sorry. I need to get rid of 260 gold because I bought that armor and stuff.
Note that came out of the
Party money.
party
Oh.
party barter because that was the
You
1,000 gold.
guys! Wow, I'm putting this on.
Consider it an early Christmas present.
Oh,
Aw,
can we,
you
I
guys.
guess, sell her chainmail?
Yeah, take my chainmail.
Sure. Chuck it in.
Do we still get the 75% out of that, or is he going to offer something flat?
That'll be 75% as well. So it'll be what? 75, quarter of 75 is about 20.
Did I figure out what this poison was?
Wait, how do I buy things again? Shit.
Drag it from the library onto your inventory. You have to manually take away the gold or let Spite know so you can take it from the party money.
Okay.
Okay, how do I sell my chainmail?
Just delete it, and I'll put 20 gold.
Okay.
Sorry, 20 gold. 61 gold on you. Or you can add 61 gold to your...
I'll add it to the party pot.
I'll ask him if he has any interest in these amulets while we're here. Like, have any like a penchant for collecting them, or
He looks at them over and he's sort of, yeah, no, not really my forte. I don't think I'd be able to flip them for much more than a couple of gold apiece.
And
Oh,
how
did
much
you-
was the sale?
like 1,000 some odd gold? It was pretty good. Oh, I have more of these polished stones.
So
I
there's
just noticed.
currently 772 coming to the party, and 2 potions of healing.
I think was the 100 gold meant for all 6 of these precious stones.
Yep.
Okay, because take them then.
Okay.
I only put 1 in the thing.
So was it 6 or 5?
It was 6 total, but I guess I put 2 in there, or maybe it was 5. But it's 100 for the whole thing. So
Okay.
Yeah, I bought a chain shirt. It ended up being more AC.
Oh my god, you can ride a
Oh.
mastiff.
Do you get to rage with armor. That's the thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, so if you aren't wearing heavy armor, so you're sweet.
Yep, medium armor works.
Awesome.
Does he have any like special items or anything like that, like magical things?
No, he doesn't
or...
have anything particularly abnormal or awesome. Just your average run-of-the-mill trader.
We got plenty of ammo and rope and stuff, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have plenty.
I'll buy a sprig of mistletoe for smooching all the ladies.
How do I fix my AC now?
Yeah.
So click on your main tab on your character sheet.
Mhm.
Next to AC, there is a magnifying glass, and if you click on that, you can change your armor, which will currently be 0 for Thok and 6 for Eleanor, to is it 3 and 7 respectively.
Mm.
I'm gonna pick up a acid vial and an alchemist fire,
Sweet.
just for giggles. It's 75 gold total.
So do you lose your con bonus now? Is that the difference?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So take that off as well.
I can't. Where? How change? Oh no, there it is.
Where?
Got it.
You sounded so helpless.
Well, this game is confusing. It makes me feel dumb, like I have dumb brains.
So on your main
Yeah.
on your main character page, so the front one that's got your name and paladin and noble and
No, I got it. I finally got it.
okay. So you're not that dumb. Are you sure your AC goes higher?
Yeah, it goes higher.
Oh, not you.
It should have, I think.
'Cause
What's the problem?
what are you wearing? Chain shirt, which is a +3 and a max of +2 from your deck. So what was your AC before?
14.
Ah, I thought you were 15 before. Oh, that's way better. Okay, alright. Never mind.
Take off 75 from the party money if you have.
Okay.
I
Alright,
guess we're all good to go.
cool.
Wait, actually,
Yeah, just give us a second.
I think I just... wait a minute.
I'm pretty sure you just went from 15 to 15.
Well, no, I would have... Actually, you should have 16.
Why?
I mean, if I was unarmored.
If you're unarmored, you've got +3 from...
It's supposed to be Constitution and Dexterity, right?
Yep.
Those are both +2, so it would just be 4 + 12, which is 16.
Where was the 12 from?
Wait, is it +10 or 12?
10.
Shit. Oh, okay.
10 base. So you would have had 14, so that's 15 now. Which is correct.
Okay. You're confusing me, man.
Spite.
Yes.
Sorry, it's me again.
Long time
I
to
was-
talk.
I was meant to add 2 attribute points last time I leveled up, but I done forgot.
Okay.
So how do I do that?
Hold control and then scroll up once on one of those numbers.
Ah, cool.
And that's 1. And then scroll up again for a different one or the same one.
I guess. Okay, I'll go for strength.
Perfect.
Nice.
Such strength.
I'm so strong.
Strong like Thok.
Okay. So the trader carries on after you guys take all of his money.
That was
and
fun, you guys.
give him some of your crap. And it gets to around 7 o'clock, and you find yourself just on the western side of the river before you meet the road junction that goes to Bedusk or Iriabor. And yeah, it's getting sundown now. They're starting to get dark on the roads. You can try to push on, or you can rest for the night. If you
Guess probably head off the road and set up a camp, yeah?
Well, how
Yeah.
long till Burdusk?
You're probably looking at around about 8 more hours of walk.
Yeah, no.
On foot walk, anyway. If you managed to find yourself someone selling 5 horses on a riverbank, you would cut that down to around half.
A
Maybe we should
riverbank.
get
We
up
should have
and
got
hunt.
those. We should have got those jet skis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's find somewhere safe and sort of hidden niche, I guess, to set up camp for now, and we'll go to Burdusk tomorrow.
Alright, so you find a nice little spot on the riverbank that's got some trees overhanging a small clearing and plenty of shade and protection, and it's relatively a good distance from the road that no one will spot you, and you sit up for the night. And
Yes.
I'll be on watch first.
cool.
I'll take a second. If no one else wants it.
I'll take. I guess I'll do next.
Need one more volunteer.
I'll grab the last one.
Alrighty.
Oh.
You got 21
Oh, nice.
perceptionisms.
My 21 perception, nothing has slipped past me.
Okay, so you guys have a long rest, and the night passes without too much activity. Those on watch just hear the occasional cart and horse clomping on by, but very sparse and not a lot through the night. Maybe 3 or 4 people, all in all, travel past within earshot. Don't worry about perceptions. Nothing happened. But
Alright.
Oh,
I'm sorry, nothing happened. And yeah, the sun comes up at around 6 o'clock, and Muriel wakes the party as sun rises, and you're all set and ready for another day of travel.
Alright, I sing a sweet ass morning song while everyone's
How does
packing
that
up their
sound?
stuff.
How does your morning song sound?
It's morning, everyone. Wake the fuck up. It's time to go.
wow.
Wait, I think I know the
Amazing.
perfect song.
I'm so refreshed.
Sounds like you were joined by Jack Black in the night.
Oh yeah.
He snuck up on us.
This is not the greatest song in the world. Yep, etc.
No, it's just a tribute.
Exactly, you know it. Everyone knows it. Alright,
Everyone knows it.
so everyone just continues walking. You still wanting to stop in at bird dusk?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Let's go
Yep.
get in a
Just see
bar
what's
fight.
going on. Yeah, just see what the
Go
chat
get
is.
bar fight.
Oh no.
Quest noted.
Oh no.
Hey, I just play what my players want to do. Bar fight and dragon riding. Here we come.
Dragon
See,
riding.
that sounds fantastic.
I would like to level, but you never give us that.
Are you dual level?
I am in the other game.
Yeah, you're not right now, so chill out, mate.
Chill out, mate.
You're
Yeah,
level
mate.
4. What are you complaining about?
145.
So gassy tonight.
Yeah, I'm drinking a lot of water, and it's letting me know.
Too much fasters, mate.
Too much what?
Fasters.
What
Pasta?
are you saying?
It's
He's saying
Australian for beer.
Fosters.
It's Australian for beer. Are you sure?
Yeah,
I live
Yeah.
quite close to
That's-
that
Checks
country, and
out.
I've never heard it.
it checks
Well,
out.
that's in America. That's what the advertisement.
It's
for it
American
is.
for Australian for beer, is it?
Yeah.
I understand.
God.
All right, so you guys travel for the day, and rounding on 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you find yourself looking at the town of Burdusk. It looks to be quite busy. The main stretch of road that you're standing on quickly fills with people traveling to and fro, and a little way in the distance you see what appears to be a market area where people are shouting and yelling and trying to sell their thing better than the person next to them, and screaming and yelling, and buildings sort of line each side of the road. And it looks like the town's probably a couple hundred people, maybe a few thousand strong at most. And yeah, where do you want to head to first? Is there any? What are you trying to look for? Other than a
Wait,
bar
Do,
fight?
wait,
Any
how much do
magical
horses
weapons?
generally cost?
They're in the thingamajig.
Thingamajig.
The thingamajig
That's the technical term.
for the player handbook. So donkeys are 8 gold, elephants 200, horses are 50 to 75. A war horse is 400. Ponies
Nice.
are 30. Mastiffs are 25. They don't sound like riding things.
We could just get one.
I believe halflings and gnomes can ride them.
Yeah,
okay.
small-sized creatures can
Yep.
ride them.
I can finally have that pony I always wanted.
Well,
Let's-
I mean,
let's
horses
just
for
buy an
50
elephant.
gold.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty into getting horses, you guys.
I guess yeah, we'll go horse shopping if everyone's cool with that.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Don't we need like mounted combat to make
Hang
effective
on.
use of them?
I mean, just to
I've got
travel
it.
faster would
Yeah.
be nice.
You said elephants, as in they have elephants in stock.
If elephants are for sale, they tend to be around 200 gold piece. Let me just
Right.
let me just
right,
clarify that their sentence before shit gets out of hand.
Right.
Aw, I
Are there
want
any
an
elephants?
elephant.
Are there any elephants?
Yes.
How hard are you looking? Do you
Extremely
guys
hard.
discuss it as a party and think, you know what this party needs right now? It needs an elephant. Because if
No.
that's the case, then you might be able to find somewhere that caters to strange animals.
Would you like me to look with my 21 perception?
I would.
I don't horses.
Nah,
or not
you know,
horses.
Elephant
Elephants.
probably is actually a bad idea when you think about
Yeah,
it.
they tend to freak the fuck out.
Also, he'd be like so much taller than us.
Although it would
fine, we'll get a horse.
it would be cool to enter a town all Prince Ali style.
Yeah, exactly.
With 1,300 pounds of bling hanging off your elephant.
Oh my
That's how much
God.
it can carry.
Yes.
You
Yes,
guys, I
exactly.
see the prettiest horse. And I
Fine.
want
Is it
it.
really, am I
We'll get
shapeshifted?
horses.
Are you calling me pretty?
No.
Do you want to call them butterscotch?
So, yep, you guys can definitely buy horses. You
Yes.
will also, there are other costs, such as food, which is
They eat
bugger all.
grass.
They don't. These are special horses. They're magic horses, they only eat magic food.
You do need to pay for feed or whatever, because I think grass isn't enough
Yep.
to like sustain them.
We'll just feed them kobolds.
Cool. Yeah, that. Is there
Yeah,
like
can we get
maybe like a
wolves and
dire
just feed them
cheetah?
kobolds?
A dire
Let's get a
cheetah.
dire. Yeah, dire cheetah.
Yes,
Ride a
I'm going to
dire cheetah.
decide that you can, in fact, get some dire cheetahs.
How
Hell
much
yeah.
are
4,000 gold apiece.
Wow. they? What's the high purchase payment on them like?
2,000 gold, and then another 2,000 gold, and you get to take the cheetah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, how much is the feed? Because I'll just buy a horse.
So it's 5 copper per day's worth of feed, but it weighs 10 pounds. So it's
How much can
you're
they?
limited by your horse's carry. Depends on
Guys,
the horse
we-
you buy. So the more you spend, the more they can tend to carry.
Oh, okay, let me look this up.
So it's all in the equipment tab. A draft horse can carry the most, but is slower. It's 540 pounds that it can carry, and that includes you.
Damn.
So if you're riding on it, that includes your weight. And a riding
Riding
horse is
horse.
slightly faster, more expensive, but can hold a little bit less. And then
Wait, what's the
ponies
one-
are smaller still.
Do we tend to stop for a break every few hours, guys?
I mean, probably.
Sorta, yeah.
Like, would we stop for lunch and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, definitely you'd be traveling like normal people.
Right. Okay.
You're not buying a horse, are you?
Nope.
I knew it.
Are you gonna buy a donkey?
No, he's going to
No,
turn
he's
into
gonna-
a horse. He's going to ride himself like a horse.
Oh my
wait,
god,
if-
I bet you're
if he
gonna look
turns into
so
a horse,
good.
one
Guess
of
I'll
us
need
can
to buy
ride
a
him.
sufficiently fancy horse then.
One of us can just ride him if he's gonna turn into a horse.
I'm not riding him because I'll be weird.
Me neither.
Well, I am like a creepy old man that likes to murder children, so.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm buying 2 horses, so just in case mine gets injured, I don't have to ride him. You said
Wonderful.
30 copper or 10
No,
what?
5 copper a day.
What did I just buy?
It's under tack, harness,
Oh.
and drawn vehicles as the feed.
Uh,
Bit
what
brittle
what
and
horse
saddle
is
as well.
everyone buying?
Bridle.
Right.
Is it bridle?
Not brittle.
Not brittle? Not like a griddle?
Riding horse? Where is this? Why can't I put this in my inventory? Do mounts go someplace else?
No, it shouldn't do.
I can't seem to.
Oh no, it doesn't seem to work.
Does it log when I got rid of money?
No. You might just have to manually add in mounts. Because then you can actually attribute the location to the mount as well. So if you put an item on your horse and make it under that, then it won't weigh anything.
But I have to manually add in a horse, or is it something else?
Yeah, you'll have to manually add in a horse.
Well, how do I mark it as a horse, though?
Just
Can I just uncheck check the little thing?
Yeah, that little tick box at the other side. And anything you put in there, so if you put that wood amulet on the horse, it shouldn't weigh anything. Yeah, nice, it doesn't. Awesome. So who else is buying a horse?
I am.
Yeah, and I guess I should, since if everyone's getting horses except the druid.
Cool. So make sure everyone, if you intend to be riding it, you buy a saddle, which is 5 gold.
Yeah.
So this is just like real life salesmen. They sell you a horse for 50 gold, and then wait, you can't just take the horse. You've got to have the saddle, which is another 5 gold pieces. You've got to pay for feed, stabling, and insurance, which is 5 copper, 5 silver, and 5 gold per day. And then you've got to pay for your bit and bridle.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is that actually separate?
Yeah, it's all separate. All
Yes.
I'm not gonna buy a
And-
horse.
So does anyone
I'm
want to
fine with
ride
that.
the dire wolf like a boss?
Fuck, you ride the dire wolf. It'll look cool.
Dragon on
You
a
know what?
direwolf.
Fine, I will.
Oh wait, no. You're I keep thinking you're Dragonborn. You're not.
I'm
you're-
a half orc.
No, that's
Damn it.
me.
Ah, my life. So you're not buying a horse? It's not worth.
I'm doing a horse.
I got a horse.
I don't
Kinda
want to
fine.
pay money for the horse,
Saddle.
but I
Well,
will take
I'm
a
gonna-
horse.
Buy
Where
one
the
if
shit
most
is
of you guys
saddle?
are.
It's only 92 gold for like everything.
Okay, so let's see. Did that work?
That's for an expensive horse too.
Yeah.
75 gold.
You could just get a donkey.
No.
You're
no.
a fucking donkey.
Well, I
Wow.
could be. I am a druid.
Whatever you say.
Oh, fine. Yeah,
I mean,
I'll buy a
whatever
horse.
gets you going, Wormy, you know.
No.
Crap.
Where's
How do you
the-
add?
Oh, there it is.
How do you add a horse or whatever?
So in your inventory, just click on any line, and then press enter and start typing in. It's just making a horse manually.
I've put my feed in my horse's saddlebags, you guys.
Good call. But have you actually?
I don't know. I don't know how to do it in the program, but in my imagination, I did.
In my imagination. It's my imagination.
Oh, damn it. I think I just accidentally deleted a bunch of crap. My equipment. Damn it.
Doesn't look like it. Looks good to me.
No, I just did.
Oh.
Because I screwed up doing the riding horse, so I was backspacing it, and then it just went too fast and erased like 1 or 2 lines of stuff.
Awesome.
And I don't have it memorized enough to know what I nuked. Crap.
That's right. You'll go to use something later on and remember.
Let me see if I can dig up my hard copy that I have back. Since I haven't really added much of anything since we started.
Fair enough.
You can do that on the go.
Is
Alright,
there a
Eleanor,
way to...
Your feed is
Here we go.
sorted, and you've only got 1 day's worth of feed.
Oh
I
no,
got
I was
10.
meant to get 10.
Okay.
I'll grab some feed and stuff too once I get all this crap sorted out.
Thank you for helping me.
That's all right.
That
Oh,
costs
what?
92 gold, I think, for all of it. So.
Oh, so
Oh, if
now
you
you're telling
start-
me to take the 92 off. Fine, I'll do that. too.
How do I do? I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry.
Fuck. People
I'm
just
sorry,
expecting.
man. I'm so sorry. I've got dumb brains. You know this.
Oh, cool. If you start typing the location, it'll automatically put it on the under the horse. Cool horse.
And if the horse is ticked to not weigh anything, nothing else does either. That's in it.
Yeah. Wait, yes it
I
does.
see.
Oh, no, I see.
No. Shouldn't do.
Oh.
Also put.
This is fun, you guys. I like this aspect of D&D.
You like buying the
Shopping.
horse.
Yeah. I like it.
Ah, no stereotypes. Just need to find a shoe shop and some way to
I
wear
don't have-
shoes in D&D.
I don't have any money IRL, so this is my escapism.
Get a sweet ass
Yeah.
chariot for my horse.
Fuck leveling up. I just want to be able to afford basic necessities of life.
you guys, I just bought a horse. No big deal.
This is true.
What,
Horses is a pretty big deal in real life.
can I try
And
to
you don't.
identify that poison I have?
Oh, the poisons you picked up. What were they? Where were they from?
The meat locker place.
The
You
books
said I
on
have
it.
a couple of them, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it was like enough for 2 vials. I think he had.
I have a 3 written down.
I will just delete those real quick, and I will put in the correct way to have unidentified poisons. So just 1
I
second.
think I can, do a perception to identify it?
Not a perception. You do like with magic items, you do an arcana for poison.
I think you can
nature.
identify potions with perception, like tasting them or whatever.
You want to?
I guess tasting. So nature or arcana, it's the same roll for me. So there you go. All right.
I'll stop talking about it now.
Suddenly, let's see if these poisons are natural. I had no clue. Jesus. Last night I played a different game with Dan. I had double advantage, so I rolled 4 dice. It was a 1, 1, 3, and a 6.
Um,
It was. I was sad.
That's rough.
Yep. Such is life.
So
When you're living
those,
on the edge.
those potions, of which
Where are
there's
they?
3, they look, smell, and seem like potion of healings. After more serious looks, both in nature and arcana.
I scraped them off spiky bits that were meant to be traps. So I somehow think that is a falsehood.
or is it?
I guess I'll try to find an alchemist shop or someone and ask them what the fuck they think.
Okay,
Oh,
so
actually-
you go to a potion.
Because I'm the only one with fucking nature knowledge in this party.
Not even the druid.
Not even the
oh,
fucking
God.
druid. So you go find a alchemist and you present him the potions, and he looks at it, and he sniffs it, and he looks at you and he says, "Where did you get this from?"
I just kind of look at him conspiratorially, lean in and whisper, "I found them in a cave."
He says, "It's a rare poison that I haven't had in my shop for many years. I'll offer you some gold for it. I'll give you 80 gold per vial.
Oh, nice.
Smells of mint. It's like, well, that depends on what these potions actually are.
He says, that is not something you need to concern yourself with if you're wanting me to buy them.
Well, how am I supposed to judge what these items might be worth? I mean, not saying you are, but there are those that are unscrupulous out in the world, and I feel the need to always protect myself from those people. And knowledge is the key to doing so.
He shakes his head and said, be away with it. I have no interest in dealing with you anymore.
Yeah, but see, look at that roll.
He goes, wait just a minute. 100 gold apiece. But that is only to ensure this poison stays off the streets.
Hargan, fucking take the deal, bro.
No, keep the
Stab him with
poison.
it, and just stab him with the poison, and then take all his gold.
You could do that.
I mean, is this guy like fucking shifty?
Roll an insight on the tower.
Alright. Yeah, that's like the only skill I don't have tons in. Wormy, come here, use your insight.
Got -1.
So, as far as you can tell, he seems grumpy, but like he's sort of telling the truth.
Guess I'll look around his shop really quick to see if there's any, like, dragon paraphernalia.
You see a shit ton of healing potions and other snake oil type remedies and home cures for things for people to buy for common ailments.
I'll show him the dragon cult amulet things, and it's like, well, I also found these nearby. Are these of any interest to you?
He looks them over and he says, that would explain how you came across this poison. And passes it back to you. Says, you know what those icons are. So, you know that this poison is pretty serious business.
This guy seems okay.
Yeah, I think. All right,
It's dragon poison.
whatever the fuck that is. All right, so I'll just nod sagely. I don't know, whatever. Sagely, that one. And yep, yeah, it is. 100 gold seems like a fair price to me for not knowing what the fuck these things are.
So,
Here.
you take 300 gold and pass over the potions?
Yeah.
Cool. And he pops all three of them. He pops out a little wooden lockbox and he pulls a key off his belt and unlocks it and opens it. And you catch a glimpse of a couple of other sort of vials of black and some green liquids. And he places them carefully in next to it and seals the lockbox and locks it up and puts it under his desk. And he goes, thank you. It is best that these are not used against other people. And chuck 300 gold in your inventory.
I'm starting to think you should have used them against other people.
Like him. And
I
then
think
take him that
isn't
little
using
box.
potions like evil action though?
No?
No? Okay.
Nah.
Well, I don't. Isn't there a chance that I could poison myself or something too?
I guess if you critically failed in your application of putting it on a
Well, I
weapon
mean,
or something.
the way I roll, and if I like critically fail on a hit,
Yeah,
like
critically
stab
miss and
or
accidentally flick your eyes and bleed poison all over your vision.
Alright, so now I'm gonna go and get Eleanor and ask her to try to buy poisons, and then we'll see how scrupulous this man. All right, no, but I'll thank him, and it's like, are you interested in purchasing these amulets?
He goes, they've no interest to me.
Okay, and then I wish him a good day and I leave.
Awesome. Well done on getting a bunch of gold.
Yep.
Very nice. What's everyone's horses called?
Pargon's is called horse riding. Thox
It's not the
is
name.
called riding horse.
Mine's gonna be called Buttercup. That's mine.
Moriel is called Moriel.
Yeah, he is.
Vonaz is called riding horse. And yours
Yeah.
is called Clip Clop.
Whoops.
Clip, clop, flop.
I thought everyone was naming their horses.
I did. I said I'd name mine Buttercup.
Buttercup is a nice name. That's pretty.
Buttercup horse.
I named mine Chocolate.
Shut up.
Chocolate.
Chocolate! Wow! I'm having so much fun today, you guys.
Fuck going to war. Let's just raise horses.
Let's just live
Call
here.
them pretty names.
I would like to find a tavern.
All right. So you buy your horse and then promptly lead it to the nearest tavern
Oh.
where you...
Is this the start of a bad joke?
No. This is the start of a good joke. You should trust in me.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know what is happening.
My inventory's like freaking out and things are going away. Dagger? What?
Why are you putting your dagger in your horse?
I didn't. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, that's usually called killing it.
things are being weird.
Yeah.
I'd like to tie my horse up outside the stable, tavern. There we go. And then go inside.
Alright, so you go inside and you see a typical tavern scene. A few people sitting around tables and benches, some of them seriously drunk, a couple of them unconscious, and a few of them laughing and having a good time. And you see a couple of men in the corner playing some sort of dice game, maybe craps or something similar.
Master.
Craps. It's just some random dudes playing fucking craps in a tavern. Okay.
Yep. You wanna
Are
join
there
them?
any ladies?
Will there be ladies? Yep, there's a couple of ladies joined by some of the men that are drinking, and the lady behind the keep is a lady, as opposed to the lady behind
Wow.
the
Just check.
bar being
Hey.
a bar.
I was just checking, Spike. Just checking.
I'm gonna go up to the barkeep and ask him what's the latest news.
You'll ask her, the one I just said was a
Oh.
woman.
Hey, I'm non-judgmental. Maybe they don't identify as a woman, okay?
Okay. So you go up to the barkeep, and she says, what was the question?
Oh, she's drunk
Well
too.
played.
I was too busy getting offended to to listen.
I'd like to ask her if she has heard any rumors lately, anything of interest.
She goes,
Then I'll flip her a gold coin or something.
well, I heard Mary was off with that other man at the schoolyard again, if that's what you mean. And she takes
That
the
sounds
gold
good.
piece and flips it in her
That sounds
pocket.
really good.
Who's Mary?
I see.
Eleanor wants to hear more about it.
Yeah, I think we all want to know more about Mary.
I'd like to ask her if any suspicious people have come through
There's something about that Mary.
Come through Mary.
this
Says,
place.
Oh, not those sort of rumors. Well, I suppose... Oh, no more than the usual types. And she points over at a table and says, that's about as rough as we get in here. And you see two of the guys have got hoods on and they're sipping their drinks quietly, and one of the other ones is sort of a largish looking guy dressed in finery, and he's got a nice shiny sword on his hip and a hat on the table next to him, and he's sipping not in a pint mug like everyone else, but in almost like a fine glassware glass, maybe even crystal. He's sipping a bubbly carbonated
Sipping the
see.
bubbly.
So he's a royal slumming it out. Okay.
Yes, does appear to be.
Slumming it.
I've got.
Oh, go and
listen,
sit down at his
channel
table.
timed out.
yeah.
Oh, we lost
Who's
him.
Eleanor-
back up?
Who'd we
Oh,
lose?
It was Vodnar.
Oh, it wasn't you.
Thanks for the vote of confidence in my internet connection. He's lost.
I'm gonna go over to Fancy Guy and introduce myself and say, how's it going?
And he looks up to you and he looks away, and then one of the men that's sipping their drinks pulls his hood down and says, what do you want?
Why are you pulling your hood down? We've already seen your face.
Do you say
Please
that?
tell me I've really bad charisma for this retarded question.
I'm actually
Randomly ask him why his hood is down, and he says, "It's rude to address people with a hat covering your face."
So
But
why
it's
are
not
you
a hat,
addressing
it's
us
a
with a
hood.
hat covering your face?
What? He lowered his head to talk to you, and you asked why, and he said, "Because it's rude to talk with your hood up." And then he said, "So why is your hood down?"
Mariel,
I
listen.
misunderstood. I thought he pulled his hood down, as in pulled it down further over his face.
Okay.
Sorry, no. He removed his hood to talk to him. Sorry.
Okay.
That
Listen.
makes more sense.
Eleanor's got a noble background, all right? So she goes up and she's like, "I'm sorry about my friends. They're retards and poor."
Seeing you, the rather proper man, says, "Ha! Friends? You mean these aren't your workers? You actually associate with this lot?"
Okay, I'm like,
And he takes a
dude.
sip of his drink.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
like,
buy
dude.
that poison and then shove it down his throat.
I'm like, dude, that's so gauche. Okay, the good thing about being upper class,
I
like
don't know what
us,
gauche is.
well, you
Yeah,
wouldn't.
well, what's
Oh wait,
going-
actually, I think
It means
I have a
it's-
noble background.
It's like
Oh my
it's
God.
like rich and tacky.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
basically.
Entertainer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure.
Well,
we
I'm
can
saying
have them
Pargon
involved.
doesn't know what it means. I know what it means.
Yeah, I sit down next to him and I'm like, "Listen, you've got to show a bit of class when you're in our position. What's the deal, man? Where were you doing here?"
As you say class, he looks at you and he says, "You, dressed in armor, telling me about class?" And he
Wow.
brushes his shoulder like
Okay.
a proper pimp. And
I want to punch this guy in the face. I mean, I'm not going to yet, but I want to.
Okay, I pull out my fine clothes out of my backpack and just
Get
like show them
changed.
to him.
Just get
I didn't
changed.
I just show him I have them.
Okay.
Does he happen to have
So,
like, a
did anyone
child with
notice
him?
that I vanished for a
Yes,
little bit?
we did.
Yeah,
we're not
we did.
doing anything storyliney without you. They're just
Yeah.
having a yarn with some
Okay.
people. In
Yeah, my connection died on me for a moment. Hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, fingers crossed you can stick it out. It'll be
Yeah, well, welcome back.
bad to lose you for
Does-
the night.
Again.
Does he?
Yeah.
Does he happen to have any children with him?
No, it is his himself and the two hooded, and well, one of them's got his hood down for the moment. The two hooded companions.
Right. Okay.
So why are you drinking in this dingy pub then, Mr. Lord Fancy Guy?
He says, "As it so happens, I quite like to slum it once every now and then with my subjects."
He's a fucking tourist. Class tourist. Hate him. I hate him.
So, do you say that to him? You just turn to
No.
your friends and you're like, "He's a fucking tourist! Fucking
Yeah.
get him! Get him!
I-
Show him what the
yeah,
fuck's
I-
what!"
I whisper that.
Did
out.
you say get him, please? Really?
I like this paladin.
Yeah. All right. I'd just like to say to him that obviously we got up on the wrong foot here. We just wanted to introduce ourselves
Don't
to such
talk
an
to
obvious.
me. He interrupts you.
I'm gonna punch him right
Okay.
in the face.
All right.
Just shout out if you want backup, Thok.
I want backup. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Going straight
yay.
in. So, is anyone pulling out weapons at this point? Everyone's
No.
I'm pulling out,
I
I'm
have
pulling
a
out
weapon.
my loot. That's what I'm pulling out. Make some sweet fight music.
Oh, good
Can I
idea,
go
man.
fight as a bear?
Not that kind of fighting.
I don't know about that.
So, Thok, you reach over and smack him clean in the face, and he goes ass over tit over the back of his chair and sprawls on the ground, and the two men in hoods leap to their feet, and one of them throws open his robes and pulls out two short swords, and the other one
Oh.
pulls a long sword out of his thing, and they stand between you and the guy. They don't attack, but they're, don't fuck with us standing with you at the moment. And then the guy lying on the ground comes to after a second and, "Oh God, what, you made me bleed, you Philistine!" And
You
he's-
make me bleed my own blood.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. And he
That's what happens when you slum it.
he's.
Oh my
I'll
god,
put-
Muriel, that was
I'll
great.
put Thock on the. Oh, that's quite big. Hello, Thock.
Hello.
Whoa!
I'm the size of a table. Makes sense.
You are enormous. So I'll just fix that.
No, leave it as is. That's fine.
No, that grid is too big. That is a too big grid. So half of that. There we go. So you're standing there. You've just punched him off the chair that's on the bottom of the table. And now the two guys are standing between you and him. And he's just between the table and the door. And he holds his finger up to his nose and there's blood pissing down. You've broken it by the looks, and he's got a big ugly twist in his nose, and he goes, "Oh, I'll never look the same again. Kill these idiots!" And then he goes to run to the back of the door.
Guys.
So
I look at the two.
Yep, you look at the two guys, and they've got their weapons ready.
I'd like to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'd like to roll for intimidation and say you guys really don't want to do that.
Roll for intimidation.
Can I help him by like playing some sort of like haunting tune in the background?
Does he get advantage for having
check this out.
the
with
old
advantage.
man standing beside
Watch this
him?
guy's move.
So just roll once more at normal, and I'll take the highest. Okay, so your lowest was a 1. I'm going to share that information.
Oh man.
So one of them looks a little uneasy with everything that's going on. The one with the sword that he's holding in both hands, and he looks to his friend, and his friend just sort of nods, and then they both take a step forwards, and everyone rolls initiative.
I turn into a bear.
So, all right, let's see which one you turn into a bear. Oh dear. Let me just pull up.
Well, Sock
I
did
don't
say
know
that
if this is
you know.
would be the place to do that. Maybe
Yeah, you don't need to turn into.
we
a
don't
bear,
want to
man.
like pay for damages after we just made all this money. I mean, come on now.
Just want to pay for blood cleanup. It's fine.
Okay, I'll won't turn into a bear. Turn into a wolf instead.
Where's the rest of us?
I'm
No, it's
just,
only
just
Thok.
adding in all the tokens now. Sorry, it won't be long.
All right, cool.
This is a fun episode.
Shopping and bar fights.
This is good.
This could not
Wow.
have gone worse.
Wormy's an interesting lady. Shopping and bar fights.
It's my kind of woman.
Good times to be had by all.
Yeah, we go
Mrs.
shopping and then I
or
beat her for
Mr.
spending too much money in the pub. No one asks any questions.
Wow,
Well, it's Scotland.
that was dark. I was gonna say Mr. Wormy's a lucky man, but Dan went really dark with it. So
So Mr. Wormy is a lucky man, yeah.
Oh no. Oh my god, where are the people I was using? I've lost them. Okay, I apologize. I must have closed the window by accident that I had.
It's fine.
It is
It's okay,
not
Thok's
mine.
just breakdancing.
Thok's
And
Yeah.
Thok is
Yeah.
spinning.
because
Well,
I'm
must
playing a
have
sweet
spiked his
ass
drink.
too. This
Have
is
I
how
not
he
locked?
intimidates
I haven't
them.
locked the tokens, have I?
This is
Okay.
how he's intimidating them while I'm playing a sweet beat and Thok's fucking spinning on his head and shit. And they're like, "Oh man, we better not mess with him."
That's exactly what I'm doing.
DJ, spin that stuff.
Shit. That's so terrible.
Take out my beatbox and put it on my shoulder.
I mean, I have a proficiency in breakdancing, so
Yep, put some cardboard on the ground. Like, show him what's up, Thok.
So they're just gonna have token A because I can't find good tokens. I apologize.
A for asshole.
A for
Exactly.
assholes.
Fuck you and your shitty lord, bunch of fuckers.
Yeah, he sucked. I want to go
We
find
fought
him
dragons.
afterwards.
So
You
Eleanor was
think you
sitting
ever
there.
chance?
The rest of you
So-
were alongside. Alright. So initiatives have been rolled. Thok, You see them take a step forwards, and you get...
Have they drawn new weapons?
Yes, their weapons are readied.
Well,
There's one that is wielding 2 short swords, and one that is just wielding 1 sword.
Two-handed,
So-
though, right?
Yes.
I mean, since we're in like a town and also a bar, or excuse me, tavern, probably should try not to kill them.
Well, they're trying to kill us.
I make
mean,
no
that's
promises.
their orders. Their orders is to kill us, yeah?
Well, I was also thinking we should probably, make a break for it after this because that guy's probably kind of important.
Yeah, probably.
so you should have broken his jaw so he can talk as well.
Good point. All right, so did you say something about attacking? What's going on?
Yep, so they've stepped forwards to start the fight, and you've rolled higher initiative, so you get first turn.
All right, well then I'm gonna attack this guy.
Okay.
And that didn't target him for some reason.
Oh, I know why. Try again.
There we go. I'm going to go ahead and use reckless attacks.
Fucking all out.
That's right.
I'm not allowed to go into a bear, but
So you just rage? Or is... Oh no, reckless attack, you don't need to be rage, do you?
Nope.
Okay.
Wow.
Welp.
Uh,
You miss.
That's showing up on my map.
What's not?
The 2 guys. I'll just reload it real quick. Or you can reshare it. There they are.
Cool. Okay, so you attempt to swing your greatsword, and he deftly steps aside and continues to advance towards you. Do you do anything else this turn? Any bonus actions?
Fine. I guess I'll go into a frenzied rage.
So, Robed Man 1 is the one with the 2 daggers. Robed Man 2 is the one with the 1 sword that he's holding two-handed.
Got it.
Alright. So you rage. You just swing past him, and it just makes you so furious that you're so bad at hitting things that you just enrage.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm super
sense.
mad about missing.
Muriel, your turn.
if I produce flame
Yes.
and I miss, I'm not going to set the bar on fire, right?
No, it's mostly stone cladding.
Oh, good.
I mean, if you critically
Thought I-
miss, there's no saying what happens.
Fair enough.
Cool. So you hit him. And you seriously light him up.
Jesus.
And one of his arms catches flames and shrugs to put it out, but you can see a little bit of his skin was burnt.
Jesus. You should have listened to the orc. Because you guys have a lot of health and I need to turn into a bear to solve this problem.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay, so as you cast magic at him, he's still diving towards Thuck, who had attacked his master, and he swings his 2 short swords. Oh, that should be at advantage. Sorry, his mate is next to him.
Damn it.
Oh no.
Oh, hang on, wait.
So he
Oh, I
hits,
think
he hits twice.
I think Eleanor's gonna do her thing.
She sure is. Eleanor's going to protect him with my shield.
So what does
So
that
he's at-
do?
It just makes him roll with disadvantage.
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
So
Alright, so we'll take that first one then. So he misses with the first one because you protect him, and the second one he manages a hit. And with the second hit, you
Holy
take
shit.
22 damage. I didn't take
Wow.
11, sorry, you partially resist it. and you get a Constitution save, which you fail, and you take
Holy
20
shit!
Jesus.
poison damage.
Oh,
It appears that this guy has poisoned his blades, and you now that he's up close in your eyes, you see that all of his eyes are completely black and dead.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Ew.
that sounds bad.
Sounds gross.
I'm gonna actually
Bear?
have to. Yeah, I think bears might be warranted, or
Yeah, I think we might need a bear.
Turn into a giant spider.
Yeah, because that works so well.
It does.
Which one of them looked like they were going to leave? Maybe when we intimidate him.
The one with the one with the one sword holding. So robed man 2.
Yeah, fucking fuck, got fucked up, huh?
Yes, I did.
All right, well, I will. The one that was the Robe Man 2 has got the 2 swords, yeah?
Yep. No, robed man 1 has the 2 swords. He just wrecked Thok for like 34 damage.
Oh, yeah. I meant 2-handed sword.
Ah.
All right, so with the the 2-handed sword guy looking kind of peery and Thok getting way more fucked up than I expected, I'm going to cast Suggestion.
And what do you
I
suggest?
I will say it's
He
not too late
passes.
to stop this. We intend to leave town anyway. Just tell your master you ran us out of town, and this violence can be avoided.
Oh, I don't want to avoid the violence.
It'll take all my.
This fucking paladin, man.
Well, I mean, I could just my next turn throw out a shatter.
Well, that would do a lot of
Actually,
damage.
you could do that, yeah.
Don't
But I
do
mean-
that. Don't. There's lots of other bar people
Thok
here.
went from 43 health to 9 health in one hit. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Where are the standard townspeople in this room?
So the table to the south had 2 people sitting on it, on the 2 chairs on the south and the west side, and they're just watching, sipping their drinks. The table immediately to your left, so to the west of Moreel, that had no one on it. The bottom leftmost table had 4 people on it, who all sort of stood up and backing towards the fire and trying to stay out of the harm's way. And the table on the far left, the 2 tables on the far left both had 1 person on each, and you can't see where they've gone, but they're no longer
Well,
there.
Shatter's a 20-foot radius, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you should be able to do it.
10-foot radius,
Oh,
actually.
even
Oh,
better.
even easier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if I position it right, I can just blow out their eardrums.
I'm very, yes, do that.
Well, yeah, once
There
it's
he
my
is.
turn anyway.
Well, I what did Suggestion do? I guess.
He passed his wisdom check, so he
Oh, of course he
stands
fucking
strong. It was a 20, dude.
God, man. All right, and then I'm gonna throw Thok. No, Eleanor. Eleanor, have an inspiration.
Cool.
Bardic one.
Bardic.
And why not? Have a normal one, too.
Oh my god! I'm so fucking inspired.
Putting on my... Smack him. Fuck him up, pally lady.
Alright. Okay. I'm so fucking inspired right now. I'm gonna climb on the table.
Oh, here we go.
Coyote ugly time.
And then I say, hello, what's all this then? I'm doing a Cockney accent. For my bonus
And-
XP.
Yep, and you get inspiration because good work.
Watcha.
So she gets inspiration in addition to the inspiration I gave her times 2?
She has 2 inspiration.
Oh, this is gonna be fucking good. Okay.
Our paladin is a psychopath.
I'm okay with this.
All right. On Roadman 2,
Yep.
I'm gonna smack him really, really hard with my hammer,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put a divine smite on the end, and I'm gonna do it with one of my normal inspirations on.
Okay, so hit advantage and then do the attack with your hammer.
Okay. Oh yes,
Critical hit.
that's right.
Just gonna roll on that there table a couple of times. In addition to the standard crit hit damage, your target is stunned for 1 round, and your target's allies who have line of sight to the attack suffer disadvantage on all attacks and saving throws for 1 round.
You bet they fucking do.
So, what level Divine Smite are you casting?
I
You
only have a
level 1. Okay,
first
so,
level.
yeah, just slap that first button then before you beat him with it. And now roll.
Okay. Go!
And he deals
Yeah.
17 damage. You stun him. And his mate sees you just crack your hammer straight down on his head, and he hears a thunk, and his mate falls down stunned. And he's like, oh shit, shit's getting real. Oh, no, you're not stunned. Sorry.
I warned you. I warned you.
Oh man, I finally found my calling, by the way, in this game.
Standing on tables and bashing heads.
I
And
call
also
him,
shopping for ponies.
I say, take that, you mug.
Roll another.
Oh? Another, what? Just hammer?
Did you only swing one hand? Oh, you're using your shield at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so roll another 1d8, because you didn't target him, so the crit didn't
Sorry.
affect. That's alright, just roll another 1d8.
Go.
So you do 21 damage all up.
Yeah. Crack good. And you still have both inspirations. You have inspiration and bardic inspiration.
Yeah. I spit on him, by the way.
You should tell him also to fuck off.
It's implied.
He has
It's implied.
demoralized, which is this attack and this. I said this attack. Cool.
Right, that's me. Thanks.
I just fucked you up, thanks.
Good for you. Thanks.
Times.
All right. Alright, should I fix the thing here? Oh. Cool. So he's stunned, so it passes his turn while he is stunned as shit. Vodna, your turn.
Okay, let's see. Give me a moment. And
Well, now with no initiative.
give me a moment. You know what, I need to resize this. Give me a second. I need to resize the freaking map window. There we go. Okay, target those two. And I'll burn a sorcery point to do that thing, so you guys will pass the saves
Okay.
needed
You
for.
just want to like place it so it doesn't hurt them.
Well, if I recall from you said the table right below us.
You could do that, and it wouldn't hit anyone.
Oh, okay. Then never mind about the
Sorcery point. Yeah, check your sorcery,
sorcery point. I mean, Lord knows we're gonna probably have to give up some gold to fix up the bar after this, but because this is gonna
Fuck
probably.
no, we don't.
Well, this is probably gonna blow up at least one
I think
table.
we probably should leg it after this, to be honest, so I wouldn't worry about the damage.
Good thing this horse is outside.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You've already done your shopping. Alright, so roll damage. The shadow explodes in the back of the room,
Fuck.
and Robed Man 2 takes the full brunt of the force, but the other one manages to just dodge out of the way, or sort of absorb a little bit of it, so he's not as wounded. But good slap of 16 damage, shit.
Yeah, and heck, even the 8 damage one is enough for this not to be a waste.
Yeah, definitely. It's like 24 damage all up. Good work.
Good
Do you have
shatter.
any bonus actions you'd like to do this turn, or can you do any bonus actions?
No, not really.
Alrighty.
I can't even think of anything a sorcerer can really do with a bonus action.
They can watch. That's right, because you do everything in one action. That's what's
Yeah.
Alright. Thok, it is your turn. One of your adversaries has been knocked out cold by Eleanor, but it looks like he may be coming round any moment.
Get behind me, bro.
If I move, that dude's gonna wreck the shit out of
Nope,
me.
he's stunned.
No, the other guy.
They're both stunned.
Nope.
Are
The
they?
one was-
Yeah, there's only
I
one
thought
stunned.
I thought they're both the other ones. You said the one stunned and the other one loses his action for some reason.
No, he's demoralized, which means he gets disadvantage, and I didn't actually put an effect on him.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage on his attacks.
All right.
I guess it was nice knowing you guys. I shouldn't have started this fight.
Yeah,
It's
that's
okay,
good.
you can
It's really
finish it.
good.
He's just gonna leg it.
Get
Take-
behind me,
you
Thok,
take care of
bro.
him.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna attack this dude here. And because why not? Reckless attack.
Alright. So you get
Oh,
advantage.
actually,
I love Thok.
thanks. I love me too.
R.I.P. buddy.
You can't die. We know this.
I'm gonna go ahead and use trip attack.
Oh.
How?
Nice.
Do you have
He
battle
took the
bonuses?
feat.
Ah. Very nice.
Well, let's see if I actually hit first. So
And you hit.
first attack.
Yeah.
So now you roll your d6. Because the feat is a d6, right? If you don't already have.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
2. So 15. Because does that one add damage as well? To the attack?
yeah. The superior. Yes.
And
The superiority die adds to the attack's damage roll.
so what is the save it needs to make?
Strength saving throw
Okay, DC...
against. Yeah, I'm checking here. Shit. Equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength or dexterity modifier.
So your best
my
is
choice.
strength, so plus 3, so it'll be 13. And it's failed, and he is tripped over.
Yes.
So it's just knocked prone, right? For
Yep.
how long? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Prone, yeah.
Awesome.
And
you-
since I'm
Fucking right.
There's a proper brawl. You guys are just getting up on tables, smacking him with hammers, and tripping him up and pushing him over.
This is awesome. This is so awesome.
in a frenzied rage, I'll attack again.
Okie doke.
You should grab a chair and smash it over his body on the ground.
Oh, do
Here's
that. Do
advantage
that
of
though.
strength checks. Pick up a table and smash it over.
Well, I mean, Eleanor's on the table. That'd be a little bit rude to our.
Yeah.
Pick him up and smash him on a table.
Yeah, fucking body
Pick him
slam
up and
him
smash
through
him
a
on his
table.
friend.
Yep.
I actually kind of want to do that.
Go for it. Just roll
Yeah,
me a
do
strength
it.
check.
Do it.
Roll me a
I
strength
believe
check.
in you.
I'll do a DC 14 for it. You can pick him up and smash him through a table.
14 with advantage.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
That's
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Wait.
that's embarrassing.
that is
Wait a-
embarrassing.
I thought you have advantage, don't you?
That
That
was
was
with
He did.
advantage.
Can I do anything? I don't have an.
I don't think you can
I'd
give
like
it as a
to
reaction.
inspire myself.
I can only. I wish cutting words worked both ways. Where
Unfortunately,
I could give,
you already rolled with
add-
advantage, so even if I tried to give you inspiration for it, you wouldn't do any better. So you just like heave him up and pull your back a little bit and just slump him onto the table, and now he's over there.
Hey,
You just
Do you know
lay
of
him,
anything?
lay him gently on the table at Eleanor's feet.
do you know anything that's like a positive cutting words, Dan?
Like a positive cutting words.
Like instead of it subtracting a bardic inspiration die from ability, damage, and attack, like add to it.
Yeah, bardic
a roast.
inspiration, but not as a reaction. No.
Oh yeah, cutting words is a reaction.
Yeah. But I mean, if you give someone bardic inspiration, they can do it as part of their role. But
Yeah.
yeah. But no.
Oh well. All right.
I'm sorry. Ruin the cinematic moment, Thock, in your terrible slipped disc.
No, I like it. It's good. You need the downbeats in a good fight as well.
So, Mariela's turn. You just see Thock heave this guy over top of his head and lay him on the table, sending cups flying. Eleanor's just like, what the fuck? As this guy lands head over heels behind her. One dude's laying on the ground, one dude's laying on the table. What are you going to do?
How large are the doors to this place?
There's one door and it's 5 foot wide.
God damn it.
Squeeze yourself through it.
We could easily push you through the door.
It's true.
If we all pushed.
I go there,
Okay.
and I say, Sock, you all good, bro? Oh, that was supposed to be a level 2.
Okay, that's right. I'll put those 9 HP back onto that guy. 9 wounds.
Can I just roll another d8 for the level 2?
Yep. Oh,
10!
so Thock gets 10 life back.
Wait,
Hey, it's better than
Thank you.
nothing.
bonus action.
Yep. You turn into a bear. Stop healing the robed man!
I'm sure I have Sock targeted.
You do, but you're also healing the robed man. Okay, so you heal Thock. Is healing word a bonus action?
Healing word is a bonus action.
That is amazing.
Nice one, Maria.
Thank you, Muriel. I appreciate it.
I can do things other than turning into a bear.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Looking
glad
at
I
that
don't have to
doorway.
heal next round.
Well, there's no point turning into a bear unless you guys are good at stonework.
Okay, so is that all your turn? That is your turn. So the robed man on the table groans and pushes himself to his feet.
Oh,
uses half
man.
his movement, but he gets
And
up
trips over and breaks his neck.
and he's.
I was
he's
gonna do something
groggy,
good.
so he's still on the table with him, and he swings his short sword and misses,
Oh,
and he swings his
you're
other
having a
short
laugh.
sword and hits, but luckily that other one was a crit. Ooh, that was close. And he deals 4 damage, forces you to make a save, which you fail, and the poison
Wait.
cuts into you.
Can't I use Bardic Inspiration for a save?
Yeah.
Yes,
can.
you can.
Okay.
Your save was a 5, so Bardic Inspiration will
Okay.
put you a maximum of at 11. So do you want to
Never
try and...
m-
Okay.
No. Whoa, there's a lot of poison, you guys.
Yeah.
This guy's
Ah.
poison
He
is...
slices across your arm, and you feel a sharp, burning pain shoot up, and you feel it take over your entire body.
In my urethra.
And- Yes, he gives you a UTI, 28
Oh,
damage.
fuck!
Wow.
Oh no, a nightmare!
So, I mean, is
Serious
both of
UTI.
has he used both of his swords? Like the poison's gone off of both of them, or
We'll have to see when he makes his next attack.
I really don't want to see. So
Holy shit! All my HPs is gone.
yeah, you got 1 HP left.
Oh man!
It's
I'll
okay.
save you.
I've got a few more spells, but
I
Jesus.
I've got
Pagon,
spells for myself.
Oh,
your
boy.
turn.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Wisdom. All right, I'm gonna do a thing.
Okay,
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Boom,
no.
boom.
you're just gonna... What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna cast
A
Bane
thing.
on them.
Okay.
There, you have to manually do it.
And Bane is the minus...
Minus D4 to.
Oh, I already got it in here,
attacks.
sweet. So you cast it on both
Yeah.
of them. They don't make a save, do they?
No, they do.
Oh, okay, what's the save?
Charisma.
DC.
15 of them?
Both of them fail. So
Hooray!
Yay.
I did it.
Awesome.
You're good with that spell.
Yeah, that spell's really nice.
Keep using that
And
one
it
and
works
not
every
insulting
time.
them.
Oh, you know what? I fucked up. I could have used cutting words to maybe not have Eleanor get hit, but
Don't worry about it.
hey.
Eleanor's turn.
She'll be fine.
You're now
All right.
grappling with a man up on the table who's stabbed you and almost fucked your shit right up.
Well, we've all been there. Now, I guess I'm gonna lay my hands on myself. I guess.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Just straight up all. You should have much
There's
more than 10
quite a
points. You should
few.
have like 20 by now.
40.
No, it's 5
10
per
per,
level.
or 5 per level, yeah.
5 per level, yeah.
So you have double that many.
Oh,
Actually,
I see.
yeah, 20. If you're going to use a lot at a time, you can change it to like usages of 5 and just change the heal to 5. That makes more sense.
Or
No, I'll just
you
click
can
it, I'll just
frustrate
click it
Dan
off.
and use it 20 times.
I don't care. It's just chat log.
Oh, it's not healing, you're just checking them off.
There we go. Heal. Go.
There.
There we go. How am I doing now?
You're at 25
okay.
out of 36.
I might throw a few more hands on there.
Just a few more, you know.
Just touch yourself a little bit more.
There.
Okay. You're at 15 out of
Be it.
36. Much better.
Okay. I guess Eleanor maybe says, "Cheese it," like shouts it really loud.
I see. All right.
We're okay. We're fine.
Yeah, it's
Are
fine.
we okay? We're okay. Okay.
We're okay.
So
I just
the-
have to remember I have cutting words is the
Yep.
main thing, I think.
the robed man on the ground comes to, and he stands up and he's nursing a big egg on his head, and he looks groggily
That's
around.
weird.
And then he hears, "Cheese it!" And he just stumbles towards the door.
Oh my god, you guys, my
Do
plan worked.
opportunity attacks, yeah?
Yep. So Eleanor and Thok, you both get an opportunity attack as he moves
Okay,
away.
hang on.
Back of good.
So
Oh,
Thok
Sorry, I
just
I didn't
Yeah,
target him.
straight up.
I targeted my own self.
I mean, you
missed
roll
it.
high
enough to
At
hit.
16. There. Okay.
And that was 2 points under max. I am so sad.
What a waste of a good damage roll. So Eleanor, you hit, so you get to roll your damage,
Cool.
and you can use Divine Smite too as well if you wanted to.
Ooh. Oh, no, yeah, no, because he's running away. I won't.
Okay. So you slash at him as he goes back with your warhammer, and it connects with his shoulder blades and gives him a little stumble forwards. He's just not sure what the fuck's going on. And Vodnar's turn.
Okay, so yeah, there's one guy left, right, who's still conscious.
No, they're
Or
both
not
awake.
dead.
One of them is stumbling to the door, and then there's one on the table that's attempting to kill the shit out of Eleanor.
Hmm.
I bet it looks so
Let's
cool.
see. Give me a moment. Should I help Eleanor because she's mostly dead, or should I keep Roadman from running away?
Probably just let him run. Well, we're going to be following him out that door soon, so...
Okay, I guess I'll just, give me a sec. Yeah, I guess I'll just, let me detarget one and, I mean, two, and then I guess I'll just, Ray of Frost him.
Sweet.
Okay, hit, and let's see,
Alright.
It's...
damage.
You deal 7 damage.
Man, tough bastard.
Yeah. Just a little bit. All right. What level do
This guy?
Kenshins usually increase in damage? It's 5, right?
Level 5.
Yeah. Okay.
What chips?
Which is another reason why we want to hit
Cantrips.
level 5.
Oh, yeah.
They usually go up another damage dice. Alrighty. It goes to Thok's turn.
Well, I'm still pretty frothy, so I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
Frothy.
That's right.
Frothy.
I'm incredibly frothy right now.
Our barbarian is frothy.
I'm kind of frothy, to be honest. This is a lot of fun.
You're salty.
I was salty, now I'm frothy.
This is a strange conversation.
And because I have such amazing luck, I'm gonna go ahead and use reckless, or yeah,
Yep.
that thing.
Yep. And you hit. Ah, perfect.
There
damage.
we go.
Wicked.
Nice.
So it connects
Then-
loudly with his leg as he's standing on the table, and he lets out a yell of pain. And another attack, because you're raged.
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Oh,
the critical hit.
okay.
Oh, nice!
Oh, yes.
And I didn't even roll at advantage.
Oh god.
No, no extra effect. It's just critical damage.
Okay.
Feel pretty good.
And so you swing your axe and you catch his leg, and then you swing it back the other way, and you just take him off at the hip. His leg just goes flying, and he falls onto the table in a big bloody mess with one leg detached, sailing over across the room, and he goes completely unconscious and dies. Splat.
Good.
Take
is
that,
an
you mug.
Insane amount of damage that you just did.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, they did a shitload to
man.
him, so it's only fair.
Oh, yes. So his leg goes sailing across the room, and it lands with a thick splat behind the other robed man. And he turns and sees it, and looks to the room, and you see his eyes go wide with fear. And he holds his sword towards you, all shaking. And you gonna move? Do anything else?
Real quick.
Yep.
Since I murdered the shit out of that guy, can I pick his body up and throw it at the other guy?
Not this turn, but you definitely could, yes.
Damn it. Okay. Then, end of turn.
Okay. Muriel, pick the body up and throw it at the other guy.
No, because I
Do
have
it,
a
man.
negative strength because I'm a frail old man.
Okay. Alright then.
However,
You fire a bunch of
Thorn whip.
thorns at
No
Thok.
mercy.
god damn it.
You tried. It's
A
okay.
frail old man who keeps hitting his friends and healing the enemy.
Did I hit the enemy?
Yes, you did hit him. Yeah.
Crazy old codger.
6 damage.
And he gets dragged back towards me 10 feet.
Sweet.
Oh no!
So it lashes around his feet and just pulls out his feet from under him and slides him along the floor, and he's going to go prone too because he's a terrible shitload.
Terrible shit.
You don't get to run now, boy.
Paragon's turn.
Guys, I think now is the time when we should cheese it, and I'm gonna head up on the table and start looking through this guy's person.
Take his
We should
swords.
run
Take his swords.
until I rob him. Okay, so you spend an action looting him? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You
Being careful
find-
not to like cut myself on his shit.
Yep. You find his 2 daggers, which just seem to be...
Short swords or daggers?
sorry, short swords. Yep, not daggers. His 2 short swords. And you find a vial of poison in his pocket.
Is it similar to the one that smelled like mint or something?
Yes, actually, it looks very similar. Though it smells a lot more potent and stronger.
We might have an alchemist to kill on our way out, fellas.
I'm down.
I don't
with
think
that.
he had time to
Why?
sell it. He didn't have time to
Sure.
sell it.
You guys came
No,
I
no,
said
no, no.
kill. Well,
Wait, actually,
Oh,
we
you
have
want
a
to go
bigger
get
problem.
more of that poison?
no, kill him.
No, don't
Anyway,
kill him.
yeah.
He didn't sell it.
I just feel I got a lust for murder. I guess.
I don't care.
But any documentation or gold or anything on him?
No gold, no.
So
Are
that
you gonna
royal
throw
dude-
that stuff in the party loot?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Yep. So as a bonus action, I will I will do this. Bam.
What did you bam?
I passed my turn.
Oh, okay. Just looking like, what did you do?
Okay. Eleanor like kicks over all the cups and shit on the table like needlessly.
Yep.
But she makes sure she gets.
Just
Hey,
like
you're
Yeah.
getting my shit
singing and
dirty,
dancing in
Eleanor.
the
Come
rain of
on.
blood.
Yeah, but I'm trying to look tough, so I'm just like kicking the cups off the table left and right, and then I jump down.
Yep.
To right in front of him.
Yep.
And I go.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to think of something that a Cockney person would say.
Say something about eels.
and
Or
apples
sheep.
and pears.
How about these jelly deals? And then I.
Well, that was unexpected.
I like how our paladin suddenly cocked. It's amazing.
Well, I was
I've got a noble
told.
background. Here's me Cockney accent.
Yeah, I'm joining in. I'm getting in the spirit of things.
Chip, chip, chip.
He's one of
I-
the noble cognies.
I was told that there would be bonus XP at stake.
So you're dick
Okay.
diking all over this place. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm going to roll with advantage
Chim
again. I think.
chimney, chim chimney,
Okay,
chim
so you're going
chim
to use
chim.
your last inspiration to roll with advantage?
Yeah, and I'm going to do the two-handed.
Okay.
Oh,
And
phew.
hit. Yep, good call.
And I'm going to put a divine smite on the back end of.
Oh, I'll give you advantage back because you would have already been hitting with advantage. He's prone. So you don't need to use your inspiration. You hit with advantage.
Thanks. Okay, and then.
Because I pulled him over.
And
Um,
you
what's
crush straight into his chest with your warhammer, and he's winded and blood spurts out of his mouth and starts dribbling down his cheek.
Say
Oh,
hello to your boss in hell.
Anything else? You didn't want to divine smite that hit or anything?
We should go find
Yeah, I
this
did.
guy's boss.
Sorry.
That's alright. Just roll. Nope, take that off. Just roll a 1d8.
Oh,
2d, sorry, 2d8. Roll 2d8.
which one's the D8? That one. Wait, no, that's a D10. Hang on.
The triangle face that's not funky shaped. One more. There we go. Cool. So another 11 damage.
Fuck.
Nice.
Alright. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I guess that'll do.
Alright. So he
That'll do, Peg.
rolls over and drags himself, coughing and spluttering blood all over the floor, and he spits a big wad of blood out, pulls himself to his feet, and he turns to you with his sword drawn, and he attempts to slash feebly at you. And
Oh man,
Oh,
He-
nope.
that wasn't so
Nope.
feeble.
Cutting words, suck it. I'll
Alright.
tell him. I'll say that thing I already said. The next time you see your boss will be in hell.
how much does cutting words do?
D6 minus.
So you've got to get a 6.
Ah, shitballs. Alright, here. Blow on it for luck, people. Ah!
Nope.
Shit.
So the blood in his face and drying in his ears manages to cut out your cutting words, and he still slashes at her, deals 8 damage, and then he
That's
stumbles to one knee, and it's Vodna's turn.
Oh, I'm gonna jelly your eels. That's what I should have fucking said.
I don't even know what that means,
Neither.
but that's fine.
It's fine either way.
It
to
sounds
be honest.
amazing.
I think that means kill him, maybe?
It's Cockney.
Okay.
Say brown bread a lot. I think that's what we want. Turn him into brown bread.
Well, I guess I'll move a little closer.
Oh, geez, Vodnar, I didn't know we were so boring.
No, just
This
that's all.
fight is over.
I guess
Oh, I've already murdered so many people.
Get a little closer and then throw another ray of frost at him.
Yep.
Chim.
And you critically hit. Well done.
Blah,
No
blah,
extra
blah,
effect. But bang,
blah,
13 damage.
blah, blah.
And
Chim.
a whole side of him just is taken over by frost, and he's unable to move his arms and legs on that side of his body, and he's just sort of wobbling there on his knee, half frozen, as Thok's turn. Oh, and you move up. Sorry, yep. And Thok's turn rolls
Yeah,
around.
didn't want to accidentally wing Thok or Moriel.
But you're fine hitting Eleanor,
Yeah,
so
she'll
that's
be
okay. Thuck's turn.
I have a question here.
Yes,
It's an important question.
it is.
Can I throw that body without hitting anybody else but that guy?
You could just pick it up and move to like there and biff it at him.
Then that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, roll a DC 14 strength.
Wait, DC 40?
14.
Oh, okay.
On a,
Such a
roll
thick
a
accent,
D20.
so.
Oh,
Poor bean.
And since I'm raging, I actually get an advantage on strength
yes,
checks.
you do. Awesome. So you just pick up the body, you walk over there, and you just look at this guy, and you just throw his mate at him, and it hits him, and roll 2d4.
Okay.
And it knocks him to the side, and he falls down, and he coughs and wheezes, and is still alive, but he's covered in his mate, so he's prone now. He's knocked down,
Yeah.
and he's just bleeding, half frozen, covered by his dead friend that you just slaughtered and chopped his leg off. And Mariel's turn.
You should look for better employment.
In hell.
He looks at you
In
and just
hell.
coughs, and a big thick wad of blood just falls to the floor, meeting
Maybe
this massive
Satan
pool
is
that's building
hiring.
quickly around him.
I kind of feel sorry for this guy now.
Tell the devil hello in hell.
And then you kick him off a bridge.
Oh, sorry, Mariel, I didn't see a movement. There you go.
Thank you.
And you pew-pew that dude, and you hit. And you just kill him. The thorns wrap around his neck, and it pulls, and it just slices through, and then all of the skin from his neck up just scalps him completely and pulls it across the floor, leaving a massive red smear between his
Jeez.
body and you, and he stops moving.
I would hope so.
Good job, team. We did it.
That was cool.
Can I just quickly look around and see if anyone's left?
The rich guy has left, and quite a few people vomiting into buckets and bowls, and some of the people are just averting their eyes, and the bartender's hiding behind the bar, just not wanting to watch this.
So
event.
I'm sort of thinking none of the other patrons have run off to get the guards or anything.
No, you guys are standing at the doorway.
Ah, fair enough. Eleanor, chucks 10 golds down.
How generous of you.
Sorry about the mess, guys.
If you want him,
Are
you
you-
want it
are
to
you
stay
really?
clean, you didn't see anything.
That's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did. And I put some intimidation on it.
Alright,
Yeah.
so take 10
I'll roll
gold
it.
out, and then what are you guys going to do?
I'm
I'd like-
that shit.
Wow.
So you
Come
just
on.
pipe up and you're like, yeah, keep your mouth shut, with a terrible accent trying to match that of your paladin. And everyone just looks at you, and one person just goes, and then realizes
I
the
like
severity
how
of the
one is still a
situation,
10.
and nothing.
Oh no, Eleanor didn't do a huge amount better.
In fact, you start to see people begin to step forwards now, and some
Oh,
of them are
shit.
edging towards the door. And then Thuck growls, and they stop moving.
Okay. Guys, we should go key that rich guy's horse on our
Good
way out.
We should go key that rich guy's face.
I happen to have these poisoned ass short swords. Maybe we could stab them both.
So actually, technically, since we were, in combat and it was only a minute, that guy should be right outside, right?
You can run pretty far in that long. Who knows where he could be by now?
All right, well
There's
then
what,
I'm gonna,
4 rounds?
yeah, something like that.
Plus all this intimidation of the bar.
Yeah, we should
patrons
probably
and
just
throwing of the
cheese
gold.
it.
What? I guess did the other guy have a great sword?
Yeah, he did.
No, he had a long sword that he was holding with 2 hands. It wasn't a great
Oh.
sword.
Is it anything special that
Nope.
Eleanor or someone might want? No.
It's just a great sword. Just a long sword.
I'm gonna make a break for my horse.
Okay,
horse.
so
All right.
everyone's gonna bust out.
Yeah.
I'll go pick up that bit of face though.
You're gonna take it with you, your
Yeah.
trophy scalp.
A little morbid, but that's fine.
Oh dear.
Just pop it on your head.
Before we go into the public area, I'm going to stop on. So you all bust out of this tavern door into the street busy outside, and what was... Excuse me, shit, here's that burp again. What was before no further than 2 or 3 feet before bumping into someone else is mostly clear. And you see about 200 meters down the road, further into town, you see a large column of guards. And at the head of this column of guards is none other than Fancy Pants McDouchefag, who's on his way up the road and appears to have called the town guard or have them in his pocket. And
dear.
making their way towards the bar.
Hey,
Ain't that
Eleanor,
just
remember
the
what
way?
you said a while ago?
Oh, yeah.
Something about, like, something to do with, like, provolone or something?
Yeah, I think we better cheese it onto our horses and then cheese away down the road.
Yeah. All about that cheese right about now.
Cool. So does everyone hop onto their horses and Maury will shapeshift into his?
Yes.
I'll shapeshift into a direwolf and
we should get the hell out of here.
All right. So everyone mounts up and manages to get ready to ride, and as the guards see you mounting up and running, or starting to leave the town, they begin running and shouting and calling for you to stop. But you all just thunder on out of town, and everyone's making way with the yelling and calling, and then turning and seeing 5 thundering beasts, horses, and a wolf running down the road. People parting the Red Sea. You all just bugger on out like Moses, and you break free of town unobstructed.
I flip them the bird, by the way, as we're going.
Yep.
The god of fuck you has blessed your town.
And you guys get out. You've got your horses, you've got your stuff, and you get about 15 minutes of hard riding out of town and look back to see that it doesn't appear that anyone's chasing you this time.
Did we leave out of town, like, towards where we want to go, or did we have to go, like, back on our stuff?
Burdusk is actually a little ways off the main road. Like, it's probably about a half-hour walk off that main road towards the town. So you're basically there. You're back on the main road in line with that Burdusk.
All right. Well, let's carry on.
Good job, guys. We did amazingly.
User disconnected from your channel.
Did we lose Vodnar again?
No,
for
I'm
me.
here.
Oh.
Huh.
Okay.
Where are we
Connection
go?
lost according to the log.
Yeah.
Oh, connected. Well, to the open chat anyway.
Yeah. Sorry. Let's put that back there.
Yeah, let's just wait for it to pop back in, I guess.
Yep. Well, I mean, you guys can carry on, I guess, at a good clip on your horses, going on at a decent pace towards Scornooble.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yep.
You're all happy to stay on the road from this point?
Yeah, for now.
User
Yeah, I mean-
joined your channel.
Pretty safe bet that the, like, word of our exploits aren't going to
Welcome back.
past us, so...
Awesome. All right, so you guys continue up the road towards Scornooble, and by nightfall you reach around about halfway. So it's getting to about 6:30, halfway between Burdusk and Scornooble, I should say. So just where the river starts to dip in, and not quite come across the road, but just that first little dip there. That's where you reach, and you find yourself at a... what was that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my, no, hold on. I need to fix my headset.
Ah, that's right. It's
Rise.
You're beeping at us. Okay, so you guys find yourself at a roadside bed and breakfast.
All right, sorry about that. What we reached what, halfway? You said something.
Yep. So I will just mark on the map a small black line where you've reached a bed and breakfast on the side of the road.
Let's go start another fight.
So what time did we get here, sorry?
About 6:30.
Oh, Wormy can't hear us apparently.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, we can't hear you either. Wait.
What? Oh, she doing
User
cognition some more.
disconnected from your channel.
Where is she? In Fantasy Grounds. I was just like, where the fuck is she typing this? Okay, we'll just wait until she gets her stuff sorted.
Oh, I see that little dude. Should we stay in an inn or something?
Yeah, let's stay here.
Well, because I mean, if they keep coming for us, it's
User joined your channel.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay! Sorry, my wireless thing came out the back of my computer again.
Your wireless plug came out, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so, because you didn't hear before, you've just come to a roadside bed and breakfast with a little horse stable outside.
Oh my god, cute!
And a shoe shop.
It
in
is
the window.
adorable.
Oh,
No,
this
so
place looks
you
nice, you
find
guys.
a bed and breakfast here. It's around 6:30, so it's just becoming sundown. It's just going down to night time. And what do you guys do?
We might want to like stay in the woods or something. We don't know how much pull that guy has. If we're like
The woods.
gonna be fucking outlaws in this region or something now.
Pargan,
Well,
do you not
probably-
see the lovely bed and breakfast right here?
And we've probably travelled faster than any of his friends.
And
Okay.
we could just tip them like extra well to make sure they don't say anything about us.
Yeah.
Well, feel free to use your money on bribes.
I'll use my
On
money on
bribes.
bribes.
It's not a bribe, it's just a suggestion.
Pargan, you can sleep in the woods, okay?
So, are you guys going to go travel towards the Reaching Woods, which is probably another 2 hours each way?
To be honest,
Rapid
probably
cross.
by this point, I'm out of shapeshift.
Yeah, you would be.
No, let's just go to the bed and breakfast for now.
Yeah, let's sleep in
Alright.
the bed and breakfast.
Okay, so you guys see the bed and breakfast, and you step in through one of the 3 doorways, and downstairs is almost like a tavern or an inn, almost. And as you walk in, it's almost completely empty, and the barkeep says, "No room."
What do you mean, no room?
Completely sold out.
Certainly
Completely?
doesn't look like it, sir. Oh, Wormy, I think your
yeah.
your headset's fucking up.
If you're trying to talk, it's not working.
I've got...
What do you have?
You're breaking
Don't
up.
keep me in suspense like this.
Pretty
Come on,
much.
girl, tell us. Is Billy in the well?
Is Timmy stuck in a well?
Bark
User
twice
in
if he's
your
stuck down
channel
the well
timed
again.
out.
Oh, she's died.
Again.
Again.
R.I.P. Wormy.
So, Wormy doesn't come inside and doesn't hear this conversation, but the innkeep has told you all that there is no rooms. It's all sold out.
It looks pretty empty to me.
He goes, yes, well, that's because dinner was 2 hours ago. People are in their rooms, aren't they?
Wait, is it? It's at 6 o'clock. You said?
6:30.
Right. It's like, what? Don't you think it's a little early for dinner? Come on, we're travelers. We recently blundered our way into some coin. We're willing to spend with you.
He says, look, I don't want your coin. The rooms are sold out. You can sleep in the stables for all I care. There's no rooms available.
Excuse, my name is not Jesus Cristo.
How big are these stables?
You saw them from outside, and it's probably enough to house your horses and maybe 2 more horses comfortably. So it'd be the 5 of you sharing what would be 2 stalls in a stable.
Can any? Wow, I can't talk today. Can we hear anything upstairs that like might be people moving around or anything?
Nothing particular stands out. No. No noises. No thumping around. Nothing.
Oh man, I really wish I had the gumption to take notes. What is this map that you shared? It's not showing up for me.
It's the inside of the
Oh, okay.
breakfast.
There you go.
No room at the end. The map.
Let's just go chill out in the stall since he offered.
All right.
And
Do we
it's
have to pay
free.
to use the stables?
No, he just said he doesn't want your gold. Stay in the stables for all he cares. They're out of room. Just as you guys are going to leave, he says, did you want to have something to eat? Plenty of food.
I can eat.
Maybe don't, because what if he poisons it? This guy's suspicious.
Yeah, he is suspicious.
More poison.
Can I, like, see if this guy's on the up and up?
Sure. Roll an insight. In the tower.
Got it.
What's that place that the dragon people are headed towards again?
Neritar.
Meritar. All right.
It's in chat for you. So, he seems extremely exasperated, but doesn't seem to be hiding anything. Just grumpy.
I
All right,
still
so
don't
I'll
trust
say,
him.
well, we'll have a meal, whatever you have cooked up. It's a long journey to Neritar, and see how he reacts when I drop that name.
He, as you say, it's a long journey to Neritar. He looks at you with a look of confusion and says, "Where's that then? Is that out east?"
Something like that.
Well, if you're traveling along the river, I'll be on the lookout. There's talk of raiders attacking people up by Darkhold.
Fine, I'll buy some food.
All right. Slap down 2 gold pieces if you're having a meal, and it'll get you a meal and a drink.
Two gold
gold
has been
sounds
slapped down.
amazing.
If only there were people to actually entertain, I could do it for free, but
Yeah.
I'm rich as hell, so that's fine. All right, I'll play while we're eating. I'll just play like a nice calming tune to see, try and make this guy less fucking grumpy, maybe.
Okay. At this point, we will just leave you eating and just gonna
Wait
see
for
if,
the people to return.
yeah. Because it says she's connected in Fantasy Grounds.
I think it sounded like she was having like
Mic issues.
some headset bullshit like I do all the time.
Maybe she's been chewing on her mic or something.
Hey, new headset's showing up tomorrow.
So you guys set up all your horses outside after you're eating and
Totally.
settle down in the last 2 stalls with the 5 of you
User
or the 4
joined
of
your
you.
channel.
Oh my god!
Hey!
I fixed it.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
He's
We
alive.
had just left your character in the stall with your horse, so you could comb it all night. As you
Oh,
rest.
you guys, thank you so
I
much.
told you she'd be stoked.
Yep.
Super stoked.
That's exactly what I would have done.
So we'll just leave it as that's what's happening, and the other 4 go into their little stalls, 2 by 2 or 3 by 1, however you want to go in there. I don't really care. You spread out into the remaining 2 stalls and begin to sleep for the night, and everyone gets a long rest, which is good.
And me and Thok are gonna spoon.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
As long as we're not forking, that's all I care about.
Okay, so in the morning,
Well then.
you're awoken by a grumpy man who dealt you dinner last night. And he says, "Get up, come on, time to get moving." And he prods you all awake and goes into the stalls and separates the spooners.
I'd like to ask him if there's a room available now.
He says, "Nope, but breakfast is up," and invites you inside to buy some breakfast.
Yeah, let's get some crappy breakfast and get on the road.
Wait, buy some breakfast. Mate, this is a bed and breakfast.
Yeah, but you guys
Well,
pay for a bed.
Yeah,
Oh, I
we
see.
slept in the stables, and you apparently combed your horse's hair all night.
Yeah.
And it was worth every second. So you guys go inside, and sitting at one of the tables is 4 well-dressed looking men.
Oh, I know how this is gonna go down.
And
How
I'd
well
like-
dressed do they look?
they look quite well-dressed.
I'd like to go up to them and introduce myself.
You just want to cut to the chase,
You
Doc.
see, one of them looks to be dressed like an aristocratic judge, and he has an entourage of 3 human dilettantes, whatever the fuck that word is.
Peloton.
And as you all walk in, they smirk and murmur amongst themselves. And one of them says, "I hope you had a pleasant sleep." And then the others all guffaw heartily.
Is there a spare seat
Mario,
at the table?
you should turn into a bear now.
There is
Yeah,
not
is
a
there
spare seat at the table.
Okay, Eleanor
I
drags
rub my
the seat
hand
over.
through my hair and get a bit of horse poo in it, and just sort of like slap it on the judge's shoulder and be like, "Thanks, we had a great night's sleep."
Yeah, I had a good enough night's sleep to get all my spells back. If you're interested, just fair warning, son of a bitch.
And do that thunder one. Thunder wave.
Yeah, Thunder Wave.
Jump on the table.
Make me wanna shout.
Just jump on the table, pull down your pants, and shit on the table.
No, jump up on the table, turn into a bear, then shit on the table.
There you go.
And then get swifty.
Guys,
So
guys.
as you begin to get grumpy,
No, I'm being friendly.
That's
one of them interjects and says, "Now, gentlemen, we can all be relaxed about this. Here, breakfast is on me." And he waves to the barman and says, "I'll pay for these fine people to eat." And he gestures at the empty table in the north of the room. So they're in the bottom left table that Moriel's standing beside, getting ready to smear poo through the judge. But they gesture to the northern table and say, "Please sit. Let's not make a fuss."
Thank you. This is how you behave.
I'd like to show my appreciation by saying thank you.
I thought
That's
that sentence would end differently, but
The other 3 sort of like bite their tongues, like they stop laughing and jibing as the one that interjected sort of says all this, and you all sit down and pull up seats, except for Moriel, who sits on the floor like a dog, and the owner of the B&B brings over 5 large cooked breakfasts with various sausages and meats and eggs and breads, and you all have a rather solid feed.
I'm hungry.
Spike, can I just say how much I love this episode?
Well, you're getting a feed. I don't
You
see
get
anything.
breakfasts and everything? Wow.
Horse
that's-
shopping, bed and breakfast, bar
Pure
fights.
escapism.
Yeah. Just didn't need you bloodying every single inn on the way between here and everywhere else.
we're a bunch of grumpy assholes.
You
We
are.
took a whole camp full of dragon cultists. You think some assholes at a bar are gonna stop us?
No
He
way.
does have a point.
Yes. So, you guys eat your breakfast, and while you're eating, the 4 aristocratic-looking lot finish up their food, and the one that spoke up bids you all farewell and apologizes again for his rude friends as the other 3 leave, and he follows behind, and they're gone. And
Did you guys speak to them last night and stuff?
No,
No.
they weren't. They were sleeping when we got
Well,
here.
what's the judge doing around here?
Yeah, that dude's super suspicious. He was way too nice.
Thunder wave.
Just suspicious again. Fucking everyone.
You call, "Wait!" and you walk up and explode.
Allahu Akbar.
Oh,
Aloha
Yeah, we
snack
don't give
bar.
them a hug, and
okay. So you guys finish up your feed, and the B&B guy says, "Well, there's rooms for tonight if you need them now."
Nope.
He shrugs and says, "Figured not. Oh well." And then, you've probably take another half hour to eat up and finish eating and talking and whatnot. And then, just as you get up to leave, the barkeep, the owner of the B&B, yells out, "Oi! So who's paying for this lot?"
Wait a second!
Oh!
Oh,
How big are these doors?
It's that guy.
Wait, they left half an hour ago. Shit.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a break for the door.
Okay, we're gonna
just gonna
frag
dine and
that
dash?
mofo.
I'm not even going to dine and dash. I'm going to dine
No,
and
no,
dash.
no.
No,
No,
I'll
pay
throw
him.
some gold.
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, no one gave me gold for this. I figured,
Wait a second, you guys. Spite, go check the stables ASAP.
alright, so you bail out of the house. Who's going to take care of the gold or the guy?
I'll
for it?
I'll do it.
Okay, so it's
I
only
assume-
10 gold.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks, Bodnar.
Thank you, Vodnar.
Got some more uppity assholes to murder.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Alright, so
These dragons are these dragon people are much more nice to deal with. They were like friendly to us when we were part of their fucking cult.
Yeah,
At least
seriously.
they're honest about it.
They're like free food and fucking hang out with some buddies. These guys are like, yeah, we'll pay for your meal. I'm an asshole.
Yeah, once we catch this guy, we're gonna tie him to the back of my horse, and I'm gonna drag him until he's nothing but a pelvis wearing a belt.
Sounds
All
like-
right.
Good grief.
Wow.
Eleanor, you go out to the stables, and much to your dismay,
Oh! Oh no!
What?
you see in the place of the 4 horses that were tied up there, 4 single copper pieces.
All right.
sitting
I'm
on
going
the
to kill
ground.
him.
Muriel!
That's it.
Muriel?
Check the horse tracks, see where they went.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a fine
Well, we
dining
don't know
set
this.
out of his bones now.
Muriel, we need to track these horses. I'm getting on his back. He's still a human at this point.
Transformed.
You break
just
his old
dive
druid
full bodily
spine.
onto his back. Charge!
Go!
I'm flattered, but can you give me a second to shapeshift first?
Okay, fine. I get off for a second.
So,
like,
who's
I'm in
going
my
to attempt
50s.
to track these?
All of us.
All of us? So one person can, and you can do it with advantage by having everyone doing it. So
Alright,
roll the best person to track, roll a survival with advantage.
Oh, I think
Ooh.
I should have.
I have survival. I've got +6.
That's pretty good.
Andy's got his wolf nose.
Yes.
Oh well, I only have +3, so yeah, go for it.
Do you want me to do it in a tower or?
Yep, do it in the tower.
You got this. Track them.
So you see the tracks of the 4 horses go from the stables, and then they get to the road, and the road is sort of partly cobbled, so it's hard to track, but it seems almost as if 2 went one way and 2 went another, and you can follow both sets of tracks for roughly 30-40 feet, and then are lost amongst the tracks of travel.
Can I shapeshift into a wolf and track them by scent?
Do you have anything from the 4 horses for which to?
Yeah,
tell?
we were sitting, like, my horse had saddlebags and stuff, and I had my stuff in it, so it smells of meat.
Well, wait a minute. I mean,
Which
Ellie
will
was
still be
brushing
in-
the horse, right?
on the horse.
She should have horse hair.
I was brushing her all night, so she'll smell like meat.
Okay.
Or you'll smell like the
I
horse,
meant
one of the
horse
two.
hair, but
Huh. You know, I just realized you being away for a little while actually turned out into our favor since we had to do that to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
perfect.
Okay, so you are a wolf right now.
I'll shapeshift into a wolf and try and track them by scent.
All right. You shapeshift into a wolf, and you get to roll a perception with advantage in the tower. It's perception based on smell. And you can definitely smell that they split up into 2 groups. One went north, one group of 2 went north, and one group of 2 went south. So 100% sure that they definitely split up.
Well, we can't go south, considering what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope Clip Clop went north then.
I thought it was Buttercup.
Yeah, Buttercup was Thuck.
No, Buttercup was Pargon.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Chocolate was
Mine.
Thuck. Yeah.
Why are we like discussing our?
Who cares?
I care.
This
Okay,
is
I love that
immersion,
horse.
people. This is fucking immersion.
It is
So,
immersion. I'm so immersed.
Clip Clop went north.
Get Muriel!
Now do you jump on my back, do you?
Yes!
So are you two gonna take off at full pelt and just let the rest
Yeah.
walk behind?
Well,
Yeah?
I'll run at full tilt.
Okay. Thuck, Pargon, and Vodnar roll in athletics.
Athletics, give me a moment.
To keep up with a wolf that has a 45-foot move
Wow.
without sprinting, Jesus Christ.
Can I get an advantage on that?
Nope.
Damn it.
You could rage.
For a
I'm
minute.
gonna go ahead and not do that.
Yeah, a minute of sprinting.
Vodnar's pumped and ready to go. Pargon.
Yeah, because I am just... To say I am livid is... Well,
So, Muriel,
the understatement of the century.
Muriel, with Eleanor riding, takes off at full kilt north. And Vodnar, you just sprint. You break into a full-on run and follow behind. Pargon, you sprint for a little way and then get a little bit exhausted and start to jog. But still keeping up a good speed. Thuck, you sprint for around 20 meters, lose your breath, and have to jog at a rather slow pace.
This is ridiculous.
It's like
riding
ridiculous.
and running into the distance.
Thought
like
Blue
me.
Slowed too early.
Yep. And you travel in this way for how long? How long are you going to give chase and follow this scent?
until
long as
we
it
fucking
takes.
find Clip Clop.
As long as it takes.
Fight?
Okay, so it's 10 a.m. at the moment. After an
Well,
hour.
I can do 4 hours, then I need a rest.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
4 hours.
after an hour, Muriel and Eleanor reach the river crossing, and it's at this point that the scent begins to fade almost entirely from the road, and you find it hard to pick up the smell, but you did see some horse tracks along
Clip
the top
Clop,
of
good
the
girl.
riverbank heading west for a couple of steps and then was lost. And the smell has lost and the tracks have stopped. Roughly 30 minutes will go by before you are met by... Vodnar catches up in about 10 minutes, Pargon in about 30, and Thok in about an hour. No, not in an hour, can't be that long. About 45 minutes, because he's jogging and you were sprinting. So, for 10 minutes, what are you going to do before Vodnar rocks up?
I guess we should wait for him, but I'm so annoyed.
Trust me, I'm pretty damn pissed too.
So yeah, I guess I just pace and whine.
So Vodnar turns up and Eleanor, I guess, relays that the scent has been lost. Muriel
Okay, can we
is like a terrible dog.
Someone should make a survival check on these tracks to see if there's any visual clues.
All right. Oh well, I'm not there yet. Yeah.
I'll do that. Oh, yeah, we can all do it, I guess.
Jesus.
So
Yeah.
you don't see much other than there's a few steps, almost like it's paced in a spot for a moment.
I
And
better
it doesn't
fucking
appear to lead anywhere.
fight. You listen to me. Now, what you've done
As
here
you're you're cursing at the gods, Pargon turns up and sees you shouting "Fuck you! Fuck you!" into the sky in anger and dismay.
and just pure divinity, because that is a prayer.
How wide is this river?
It's quite large. It's probably big enough to fit 3 or 4 barges side by side.
Is it
Hey, guy.
rushing quite freely, or?
Oh yeah, it's very, very quickly flowing.
Who has the best survival?
Moriel.
I probably do.
He's currently
Alright,
in
well,
wolf
have-
form at the moment, though.
Have an inspiration.
I still keep all my wisdom bonuses and stuff.
Have an inspiration. Maybe you should roll it.
That was just you passing him the dice, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I keep forgetting I'm shit at rolling dice somehow.
So roll survival in the tower. Sorry. And then roll a d6.
What a merciful spite.
I know.
Hey, I'm just going to share something with you.
That
What?
was a fucking 1, wasn't it?
Just click and see.
Shit me.
Fucking hell.
Oh, come on. Okay, Spike, you listen to me. We better find these guys later in the campaign.
Eleanor breaks down once again and begins cursing and shouting at her gods at the unfairness of life. And Thuck
Alright.
rocks up and sees everyone huddled around these tracks with
Alright,
Eleanor
I'm gonna give-
beside herself.
Alright, so fucking Moriel's fucking useless, so I'm gonna give Thok inspiration, and I will assist him.
Okay.
So wait, what am I doing?
Well, that's going on. I'm gonna just go to the nearest tree and just ray of frost it until it breaks. Rage.
What did that tree ever do to you?
Can I swim across the river?
Let's just say.
Didn't
Let's just
fall
say.
on the bastards that stole the horse. That's what it did.
So
Pretty
wait,
much.
what's
Thuck,
going on?
You are rolling a survival with advantage if you heed Pagon's cries of "fucking figure this shit out."
Alright, is it bardic inspiration or regular?
Bardic. So you get advantage.
No,
and you
I
get to
give
add
you
a
my
D6.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Heaven is.
Well- He already has inspiration or
'Cause he's helping.
advantage.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, you got a 1 as your lowest.
Roll a D6 too to go with that.
Roll a d6. I could be really mean to make you do that in the tower again.
Oh,
but I'm
Oh.
not going to. It's okay. So you can see a little bit of mud and dirt slip close to where the bank gets the river near these tracks, and it almost looks like a horse may have tried to cross, or
They doubled back.
may have slipped whilst being loaded onto a boat, or perhaps a misleading and doubling back. But you guys chased up the road, and you certainly didn't see them coming back towards you. The scent
Drowned our
gave
horses.
clues of doubling back.
They wouldn't have loaded them onto a horse. If I was these guys,
Wow.
I'd
No,
onto a
probably
boat.
load a
Even
horse
shut.
onto another horse.
No, stop! I know about horses. All right, I know all about them. If I was these guys, I'd come to this river, and then I'd go along the river west a little bit, and then I'd come out the river and double back to meet up with their friends. That's what I would do if I was scum who stole people's friends.
See, I'm tempted to try and cross the river.
It is very fast flowing, and it looks quite deep. It's very deep blue.
Right.
Well, they probably didn't cross them. What the fuck's going on? What is happening?
You're gonna make fucking Wormy be real pissed, and I'm afraid
For what?
Yep.
because Wormy might lash out and hurt us or herself.
Well, I don't think I could. My rolls are pretty shit.
It's okay, Wormy. You can just be the wolf cavalry.
Your rolls are shit. Look at fucking my
you can
rolls, lady.
reel all through the night.
Wow.
I'd like
I think I might have to, like, even when he's an old man. It's okay,
Wow.
Clip Clop. It's okay, Clip Clop.
Well, he's seen Clip Clop, so technically he can transform. to
Technically,
Clip
I
Clop.
could turn it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Well, it looks like
wow.
Moriel's going to be stuck in horse form for a while.
Eleanor's feeling a little bit better about the situation now.
This is going badly.
No, it's going amazingly.
I'd
Okay.
like to metagame and roll for Sixth Sense.
Roll a d.
Ugh.
See how many senses you get. One.
Wow.
Oh god!
Pick a sense. That's what you get. Sight, sound, or touch.
Sight.
You see the river.
There's water.
Wonderful.
And if
It
it was
is
sound,
wet.
you would have heard the river. If it was touch, you feel the water around your feet.
So
So,
I'd like to gently pat Eleanor on the shoulder and say, "Your horse is probably gone. Sorry."
Yeah. I mean, I only had it for one day.
yeah, barely.
I
enough
only
to
had
make
it for
an
one
attachment.
day, Thock.
That guy, if he
And yet here we are.
more than anything, I'm just peeved at this guy violating our trust.
What about,
mean-
what about chocolate and buttercup? Are they going to
I'm
be
also
Oh, I
mad
mean,
about
I'm
Buttercup.
livid about my
It
horse
really
being
sounds
gone,
like
too.
you're crying, Eleanor. Jesus.
Just
Right,
not okay,
okay.
with how this has ended.
I mean, it's okay if Chocolate's gone. We'll find another horse like her.
Seriously, I'm going to break him if
Me
we
and
run
Fox
into him
are-
again.
We're comforting
Unbreak
each other.
my heart.
Play us a song, Pargon.
Play a cherry song.
Play a funeral dirge.
Well, if we see those guys again, we'll make sure that they don't leave with their body parts attached.
Yep.
For real. I'm going to keep an eye out for Clip Top as well, because I know what she looks like.
Surprisingly,
Yeah.
if you recover the horses and meet those guys, you'll have just enough horses to quarter them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
And that
I
will
feel like just surgically removing their arms and legs so they're just a torso
I
and
love
just
how
leaving them to
it's
die
the
of exposure.
horses that have got you guys more worked up than anything else in this whole campaign. It's the horses.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
horses
this is the
are
first
very
time we've
important.
I didn't even have a
directly
horse
effed
and I'm
with.
offended.
They stole from us and they were bastards and they
And-
deserve to die.
They made you pay for breakfast.
And
That's
they
right.
made us pay
And they
for
ma-
breakfast. I would never have bought a full cooked breakfast, you guys. I'd have gone continental if I knew we were paying.
So, in other words, fuck this Dragon Queen horde. Let's go find these horses.
I agree with that.
That's the new quest. Because who cares if
Okay.
the world ends if there's no justice in it?
The new quest line, F the horse thieves.
Why would we save a world full of horse thieves?
Exactly.
That's how I feel about it.
And I mean, those guys are dressed super nice. You think they really needed those horses?